Right, Pmars. Just gonna have a look at the Falcon Heavy. I heard Validation Boy make a video earlier saying that there's radio silence. So I'm gonna have a wee look at this. I thought it was a joke at first when I seen it. How you doing, Don Trader? How you doing, D-Truth? Right, guys, I'm gonna have a look at this. A fucking space car. Space car, man. I didn't pay much attention to it when I first seen it a couple of days ago because, to be honest, I thought it was a publicity stunt for Tesla or something. I didn't think it was real. When I first seen sort of clips of it, pictures, I thought it was a sort of stunt. I didn't think they were taking it seriously, so I'll have a wee look at the footage here.
T-minus 30 seconds. Launch director on countdown 1. SpaceX Falcon Heavy, go for launch.
So far it looks like a real rocket, guys.
10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0. Ignition.
Well, so far, guys, it doesn't look CG. It looks pretty real to me so far. No George. No George. Sounds like a sports commentator for the 1930s.
You've heard the call out. Vehicle is supersonic. Side boosters are now
We're past max Q, the period of maximum loads on the vehicle. Next up, we'll be waiting for the side boosters to begin to throttle down prior to booster engine cutoff and separation 2.5 minutes into flight.
Obviously,
looks good on the Falcon Heavy.
Obviously, the rocket looks like it's upside down, but it's just the angle, the trajectory it's going. So far, to me, it looks like a legit launch, a big arse rocket. The reason they sent a car into fucking space, I don't know. But we're gonna watch the rest.
Reports show that the M1D engine performance is nominal.
What's up, Lanny? How you doing, mate? How you doing, Lanny? I was wanting to watch UFC, the Rockhold Romero fight, but my brother-in-law, I got his password through BT Sports, so I used to get free BT Sports. And I think it went up to £30 a month for BT Sports, and that's where you got UFC. So he cancelled it, and that meant I can't get UFC anymore. So I'm pretty gutted. So I'll try to catch up on that fight on YouTube. I'm sure someone in Russia will be streaming it. I hope you're having a good night, Lanny. Hope your missus is in good health. Looking forward to the wee one coming. Right, let's see the rest of this.
Side boosters have begun to throttle down in preparation for the upcoming shutdown in 20 seconds. Major event coming up with side booster shutdown and separation.
Inside shutdown. Side boosters. Vehicle. Center. Which is operating. Is south of that. And so it keeps going.
Listen to that crowd. Fucking hell. What's that crowd like? It's just like a tape recorder and it just goes round and round and round. It's like that canned laughter you get on the TV shows in America.
Successful separation. We're coming up on Miko and shutdown.
Stay safe. Back eventually. It's good inside the station. Back there started.
Coming up on fairing separation.
Center for the side engines. On fire, also good.
So far, guys, there's nothing here to me to say that this is fake. It looks like a legitimate launch. So far, it's a bit weird. I don't know if this is an American thing, but it always seems a bit surreal with Americans. Always seems like a movie, like the way they commentate over it and the people clapping. Ah! It's like if this was a British thing, you wouldn't hear any clapping. There'd be people in white coats. There'd be people speaking on a formal level, a scientific level. It seems to be in the politics as well. It's like this game show fucking this weird fucking over enthusiasm for shit. I don't know again if that's just an American thing, but anyway, so far looks legit. What the fuck? Where's that music coming from? Where's that fucking music coming from? Have I started playing another video? Is that coming from that? I thought that was a joke. No way. Right, when I first seen this, I'm sure I fucking heard that song. And I thought it was a joke. The fuck? Right, how the fuck did I get for this? Right, where's the separation here? Where the fuck does this car come from? Where the fuck does the car come from? Does it come outside or something? Was it strapped to the side or something? Does it come out of a fucking capsule? Where the fuck does this car come from? The fuck? What the fuck? No way. No way. Was that a reflection of a dude on that screen? What the fuck? Is that a reflection? Is that somebody standing in the screen there? Is that somebody there? No way. Right, what's this? Is this attached to something? Is this a camera? Is this a camera looking at it? I take it. Oh, this is fucking so surreal, man. So surreal. What's with the music, man? Fucking hell. Don't panic. Where the fuck did that car come from? That's very surreal, man. Very surreal. I'm not saying it's fake. I'm just saying it's very fucking surreal.
Wow, did you guys see that? That was awesome. That's the only thing I can...
That's absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. I got nothing else.
Oh, man. Recapping all the great things that you just saw.
Where the hell did that car come from? Where did that car come from? After all these boosters fell off and stuff, where did this car come from?
Successful liftoff from the pad, successful stage separation, but before that successful booster separation, you can see stage one. The two side boosters, pardon me, you can see the center core, and you can see MVAC lit up. Oh my gosh.
Then the beautiful shots of Starman chilling in the Tesla Roadster. Just absolutely incredible. On your screen at the moment, you've got a few things happening. On the upper right, you've got MVAC D continuing its burn. On the upper left, you have the central core.
Those two bottom screens just look identical. Are they meant to be two different parts of the rocket? Because the two bottom screens just look like clones of each other.
Headed back towards the autonomous spaceport drone ship. And in the two bottom screens, you've got the side boosters headed back towards Cape Canaveral Air Force Station.
Are these separate?
1 and 2. The next step coming up for the side boosters and the center booster is the re-entry burn. That's going to slow it down from, or slow all the boosters.
So they're telling us that these two boosters at the bottom are falling back down to Earth with the exact same view with the exact same view? Or are they still attached to something? Am I just making a mistake here, guys? But are these two fucking things falling back down to Earth with the exact same view? That's just a fucking... That's just the same camera. What? I didn't get this.
From way faster than the speed of sound to just faster than the speed of sound in order to reduce some of those aerodynamic forces and heating that occurs when you're moving that quickly through the atmosphere.
Weird. It is weird, like. It's weird that they send a car up. Why the fuck? Why the fuck would you send a car into space? What's the point of that? What's the point of that? And when was this planned? When was this planned? This Falcon heavy fucking Tesla car? Because we're in the circles that we hear about things all the time, like especially in flat Earth. You're always hearing about the next eclipse or the next launch of a rocket. How the hell did we not hear about this car? When I seen that, I thought it was just an advert. I thought it was just a promotion for something. I didn't think they were taking it seriously. Do you think Elon Musk is trolling us? I think he's trolling us, man. Elon Musk must be trolling us. Big time. Big time. I'm not saying that that's not a legitimate launch, but what the fuck?
All boosters entry barrels shut down. Side core entry plateau.
The central core in the upper left of your screen performing its own re-entry burn. You can see the edge of Cape Canaveral in both of the side booster cameras as those are coming in.
Side boosters have taped. Center core entry burn shutdown.
And even though those look very similar, those two boosters' views, those are actually representing different boosters. They're heading towards Earth. They're about to begin their landing.
Wow, that's... Wow.
We'll hopefully be able to bring you nice footage.
I've got to admit, that top right box, that video there, that's pretty amazing. Like, that's an amazing picture. I've never seen the rocket coming in at that angle. Pretty cool.
And that landing burn has started.
Both boosters looking to be on track towards their respective landing zones.
That's just the same camera. That's just the same camera. Is that meant to be... Are they... Is it... I'm confused here. Are these two videos at the bottom two different camera angles for the two rockets landing simultaneously? Like, because you would see the other rocket coming in the other pad. You would see they would be landing on different pads. Why are they landing on the same pad? What the fuck? They landed on the same pad. There's the other pad up there, isn't there? The fuck? Why they landed? Now that's the same camera angle. Come on. Come on. And look at the top left. That's them coming in there. No way. No way. No way. No way. If they'd done that as a test run, that is pretty amazing. That is pretty amazing. I still don't understand why those. If that's those, that looks like the same camera to me at the bottom. But if that's real, that's pretty amazing. It's almost like the Olympic divers. The synchronized divers. Almost like the synchronized divers. When you see them hit the water at the exact same time. Crazy. And they do it first time. It takes those synchronized divers hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of training to get synchronized. And these people can do it with machines and a test run. It's amazing. I suppose it's all computers. It's all computers, I suppose. I doubt these are being manually landed at all. Pretty amazing though. Pretty amazing. Surreal. Very surreal. Very surreal. Very surreal why they've got a car up there. That's fucking weird. It's weird shit.
The attempting its landing, the autonomous spaceport drone ship.
Check on your screen. Sometimes this footage goes out when it approaches the drone ship and the heavy vibrations make it lose signal. Crossing our fingers, that's not the case right now.
Stage 2, nominal parking orbit insertion.
Come on!
So it looks like
Land that baby!
we have lost signal. We're hoping that signal comes back shortly.
Oh man, yeah. As Michael mentioned earlier, with the vibrations of the rocket and how it shakes up the cameras that are on the drone ship, sometimes we do lose signal, or shakes up the antennas.
We've just gotten confirmation.
Oh my god, her face there.
Oh.
We're waiting to hear what happens, and so we're listening in, and we're still waiting to hear. We'll let you know as soon as we find out. You'll know. People are cheering.
I wonder if it crashed.
But we'll get the call.
I wonder if it crashed and they just didn't want to show it. It was coming in at a steep angle, the top screen one. It was.
Meanwhile,
I wonder if it crashed.
Absolutely gorgeous. Meanwhile, the second stage is continuing its trajectory towards Mars. And so it's all looking good there.
Towards
Jeremiah,
Mars?
Give us a recap of the full mission.
He stands.
Well, if you could hear all that cheering, it was an outstanding test flight of the Falcon Heavy.
So guys, is this attached to the car? Is this part here attached to the car? This big booster rocket? Is this actually on the back of the car? Is this what we're looking at?
Cameras cycling right now. Live views coming down from low Earth orbit. The second stage successfully got there, and it got there as the culmination of a great Falcon Heavy test flight. We lit 27 engines, throttled the boosters up and down. We separated the side boosters. They came back spectacular, simultaneous landing. The center core did its job. The second stage did it. Everything that you could want in a test flight, we got here. Now we're just looking for the icing on the cake to find out what happened on the drone show.
Everything you want in a test flight, including a fucking car. What the fuck? Where did the car come from? I want to know where the car actually came from. Did it come? Was it inside a fuselage of some sort? Fuck knows. I didn't see that part.
But all in all, an outstanding test flight for Falcon Heavy.
Outstanding test flight for Falcon Heavy.
Wow, what an absolutely
Nominal. Everything's nominal.
big, momentous occasion. Thank you so much to the range for contributing their expertise to today's launch, the FAA for the licenses to launch and land those boosters, as well as the rest of Falcon.
He's sitting there pissing himself laughing, this guy, George. They're all laughing. I wonder if that fucking rocket crashed. I wonder if the third part, that other part, what's it called, the centerpiece or the center, whatever happened to that, I wonder if it crashed. Just didn't want to show it. That was surreal. Very surreal. That's fucking weird, eh? That is weird. What's scientific? benefits for mankind is this stunt gonna fucking generate? This is weird, man. So validation boy, my opinion on this well, the rocket launch looked pretty legitimate, I've got to say. And it'd be hard to hide that. It'd be hard to hide the big launch. It all looked pretty legitimate. I just don't understand why they've done it. And I don't know where the car was. Was it strapped to the side of it, or? And those that camera angle when they were landing those synchronized boosters, that was a bit strange. I thought it looked like the same camera angle, to be honest with you. It looked like a single, and they just doubled it. They just duplicated the. Let's see, Jed, Earth is not flat, you two. Don't overanalyze it. Chaos out of chaos. I'm not a flat earther, mate. Go check my videos. Pmars, law, when flat earthers ask me why I'm here, I say I came out of my mama's. We'll show that. Twitwit says, what's on his GPS screen? Don't panic. Don't panic. So what do you think about this, guys? Let me hear opinion in chat. This is weird. And I want to show Lanny something as well. If you're still there, Lanny, I want to show you how to do a Google Hangout. Starman is real, you fucktards. Something smells funny, musky. Starman is real, don't ask questions, Jed. So Twitwit here, Pmars is here, Delay Ohio, Rock Lover. Rock Lover, as usual, is writing books. Jed, can you let me post a link? I don't know how you can do that without a wrench. Okay. If you think Starman is fake, then you are a retard, says Chaos, out of Chaos. Anyone who thinks SpaceX lied is a traitor. Kill yourself. Flatards. But ISS is real, says Don Treader. So validation boy, I don't know what to really make of that. Like I said, I think it's a legitimate launch. I just don't know why they would pull a stunt. Maybe it's just a publicity stunt for Tesla. Cars. Fuck knows. Fuck knows why we do this. I thought it was a joke. I thought this was a joke, really. I did. When I first seen it, I didn't really pay much attention to it. I thought it was just a joke. It just seems like a wasted time. Wasted money. Don't know. And it just gets all these conspiracy theorists back on the bandwagon, really. Gets everyone talking again. It gets everyone talking. That's the whole point of this. Whether it's legit or not, it gets people talking. And that's what it's all about, publicity stunt. Right, is Lanny still here? Are you still here, Lanny? Got something to show you, mate, if you're still here. Lanny boy. Because Lanny was telling me he's not sure how to do his Hangouts, and he's having to use plugins and stuff like that, and it's so easy. You don't have to use plugins. Right, anyway, I'm going to show you anyway. You might not be able to get your keyboard. So Lanny, if you're out there, to do a Google Hangout, it's as easy as this. You go into your channel, obviously, your live streaming part, which is on the left hand side here. You go to the live streaming, you go to okay, sent a link for the launch. So anyway, like I said, Lanny, you go into the live streaming, you go to this part here called events, you go to the top right hand corner here and it's new live event. And I recommend using a Google Chrome browser. You'll probably find if you're using Firefox or something like that, it doesn't work as well. I found that Chrome is the best to use for YouTube and Google Hangouts. So, go up here to new live event, type in what your event is, and you put the time. You can set it for the next day, next week, put description, tags, make it public or unlisted. Keep it on quick, the type at the bottom here, Lanny, keep it on quick. Don't use it custom. This is where you're maybe going wrong. You're using encoding options and stuff like that. Just got it quick. And once you've done all that, you hit the go live now. Comes up, says you're ready to go, but you're not live yet. You're not actually live until you hit start broadcast on the Google page. So once you hit that, your Google Hangouts window opens and you have something like this. So it's not started yet in YouTube, Lanny. This is just your Google. And once you're happy, you've got the link at the top here, Lanny, running along the top, that link. Copy and paste that, send it in emails, send it to people to join the Hangout, or you could use that to put in a OBS. It's no, actually, I'm talking crap. That's a different thing. Anyway, that's the link, and you just post it to people to join, and as soon as they hit that, they'll come to your window, and then once you're in, you'll have a wee blether, or you could just start broadcast right away. Hit start broadcast, and that's it. That's it, Lanny. Easy as that. So it's the events part here. Don't go to stream now. Events, new live event. Give your title, and you go live now. It's easy as that, mate. And once you do that, Lanny, you just send me that link I showed you on the Google Hangout, and I'll join you. Simple stuff. And it's probably the best way, I think. I think Google Hangouts, like OBS, the audio for OBS, it's annoying. Hangouts seems to be the best audio for this. It balances out everyone nicely for some reason. Anyway, guys. Alright, Starman. Weird. I'll have a look in the chat. You're welcome, Lanny. Like I said, I'll keep this video up and you just go back and it's as easy as that, Lanny. It's as easy as that, mate. You don't need any fancy software. You just need a Google Chrome. I'm a bit gutted, mate. I'm going to miss the UFC. But like I said, you soon get highlights, and some people record it and get on YouTube for a small amount of time before it's taken off. How's Cat Earth doing tonight, man? How you doing? Hope you're doing well with your vape shop. Good to see you, mate. Pmars is here. Chaos out of chaos is on a warpath. The Ohio is here. Good to see you, buddy. Nice to see you all. So, guys, this Tesla car, this spaceman. Oh, I don't know what's the point. What's the point in it? What's the point? Seems pretty pointless to me. You want to come in, Lanny? You want a link to Lanny? Because I have... It's a beautiful show. Whoa. Probably seen the link. Probably seen the link. Give me a shout out, Jed. Say soccer kit. Doing good, dude. Hope you're good too. I'm good, man. I'm feeling good. Feeling fresh. Each week I'm unsubscribing from flat earthers. Because it's like you have to wean yourself off flat earth, guys. You can't just snap out of it. You just slowly wean yourself off the people that you're sub to. You just slowly unsubscribe, unsubscribe. Pete Shear, unsubscribe. Jamie Brown, unsubscribed. So I'm just slowly going through all the unsubscribes. I can't think of many flat earthers I've got left, to be honest with you guys. But it's good. I feel like a recovering addict or some shit like that. It's weird. The flat earth. I feel healthier. I actually look healthier. Look at my eyes. I'm fucking sleeping better. You see Dell, he's got fucking bags under his eyes. It's like that. That's what the flat earth does to you, man. The flat earth kills you. It ages you. Who is Lanny? Lanny's my buddy. From Canada. I think I heard your email the other night there. Oh, hello, Lanny from Canada. Actually, Lanny's quite a cool guy. And he's been targeted recently, a bit like myself. And we're getting accused of being shills from Glenn, Brian, even Johnny. I kind of like Johnny, but he still calls me a shill. This other guy called Bob, who sounds like a nasally... He talks at his nose. He needs to blow his nose. It's just like the church lady club. You go around, you were smoking in front of your kids, you were doing this, you were doing that. I'm phoning the child protection, I'm phoning this, I'm phoning that. It's like the neighbourhood watch fucking clubs. It's like neighbourhood watch wars. It's fucking pathetic, man. These kind of dudes wouldn't last a second around this area. No fucking way. It's like snitches. Snitches for bitches. Lanny is an earther. Poor Dale, he used to look so happy. He's looking ill, guys. He's looking fucking ill. The bags under his eyes, the dark. He's fucking doesn't look well at all. I'm feeling actually concerned, a wee bit concerned for Dale. He's looking terrible, man. He's looking fed up. He's looking fed up. And like I said, we've all got our differences with the shape of the earth. Obviously, I don't think it's flat. I just think that's ridiculous now. But I still think people are human, and I still empathise with certain people. And I can see, sometimes I can see people suffering. And Dell looks like he's suffering right now. He does, he looks like he's suffering. I don't like seeing suffering. I'd rather him be put to the misery, you know what I mean? So Pmars, you want to come in and explain yourself why you keep attacking my kid on my videos? Because I make lots of different videos, P, but you only seem to come onto my ones where my son is, and you seem to want to attack my son. So what is it, P? What is it with you and attacking children? Are you jealous? Did your daddy not treat you with any respect when you were a kid? You just locked in a room with your PC, your Dungeons and Dragons, your nerd culture. You jealous, P. You envious. that you never got that? Why do you keep picking on my kid? You're pathetic, P. You go around making these videos self-help. Look at this, Albert Huxley said this. All you do is regurgitate old concepts, P. And the thing is, today's society moves so quick. Information so quick. It trades so quick. People, fads come, fads go now. So quick. It's so dynamic. You're reading old school shite. You need to keep up to date, P, with the fucking political, geopolitical, economic, whatever it is, psychological fucking shit going on. You sit there and regurgitate fucking books like Louis. It's pathetic, man. You need to get with it. And stop attacking my kid. It's fucking sad. You can attack me all day long, P. You attack me all day long, son. But when you start attacking my kids, I'll expose you for who you are. Attacking kids. What is it with you and kids? Do you want to be a kid? I notice you play cartoons a lot on your fucking channel. You're a fucking 35-year-old man that sits in his room on his own with nothing, with nobody. And you're picking on little fucking kids. Little 9-year-old boys. You fucking sad prick. You got a life, pal. You got a fucking life. P stands for prick. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go for a smoke. Because that spotty acne face. P, see that big spot on the end of your nose, mate? You were shaking the day. You were shaking eating your potato, P. Oh, can you not take it? Can you not take losing weight? Is it too much for your body? Are you fucking cold turkeying? You fat cunt. Bob came at me. Hilarious. Right guys, I'm going to put a link in the description, so if you're fresh, if you want to join, give me your opinion about this space car. So I'll put the link in the description.
Major look, you a slave to a page in my vibe book. Getting big money, play million times up. Where the gangsters, where the dimes at? They shooting. I made you look, you a slave to a page in my vibe book. Getting big money, play million times up. Where the gangsters at? Where the dimes at?
Got about an hour guys, so if anybody wants to come in, give me your opinion. Space cars, SpaceX, Falcon Heavy. If you're out there, validation boy. Johnny was nearly crying. Links in the description. Rock Lover, Pmars.
Yeah, really simple, Jed.
Hey,
listen. If you're going to look at this car in space thing and call it fake because of those bubbles, then you have to talk about the ISS bubbles.
What
and
bubbles?
So if you lose the car, you lose ISS. They're just as bad as one another. Same production company, and you're a hypocrite if you don't challenge the ISS and their claims as much as you are this little space car Starman thing.
So what bubbles are you talking about, man?
There's bubbles all over the video with Starman. If you haven't seen it, you haven't looked.
We just watched the takeoff.
Okay, watch it. Watch the whole video, and there's about 20 minutes of content where there's bubbles, and it's not dust because it's going perpendicular. It's going up. You know, the vehicle's going at 70,000 miles per hour. These little bubbles are moving up. There's bubbles at the back of the nozzle, bubbles in the car, side view, front view, bubbles all over the place.
So what do you think is causing this?
The thing is being shot in a desalinated take. I mean, there's probably the same exact place where the ISS is shot. It's all fake.
You think it's
and I'm
like
glad that you're smart enough to recognize fake when you see it. Because I think if you look as critically at the ISS, you'll say, man, this is fake as fuck.
Well, the ISS is a different story. I was wanting to really talk about that space car tonight. Jacob. Is that your name, Jacob?
You can call me Satan. For the most part, though, you can't separate the two because SpaceX takes payloads of supplies to the ISS and it brings people back down. They're connected. So
what do you think of that synchronized landing?
Fake. CGI. Disney. Cartoon.
Was it the same camera or was it two different camera angles? You got something to say, Pete?
Yeah, kick IPS.
Yeah, go look at your pedophile cartoons with frog raping babies, you fucking sicko. Go fuck another pizza pocket. I do not want to be on the same panel as this piece of scum. This guy stinks.
Wow. So, P.
Yeah.
He has got a point, man. Why are you here?
That guy.
Why are you here?
It came out my mom's pussy.
No, why are you on this fucking hangout?
Why not?
Why are you here, man? I just didn't get it. Have you got an opinion about the SpaceX car?
How can you have an opinion about SpaceX? Like, what is there to have an opinion about?
I'm asking you about this car, the fucking spaceman, this Tesla car.
I don't think Tesla cars can work in the vacuum because they need friction for the tires to move the car.
What are you talking about, man? The fuck are you talking about?
A car wouldn't work in a vacuum because it needs friction to move the tires.
It's not working in a fucking vacuum. It's just been launched up there.
Yeah, well, I mean, Elon Musk and SpaceX are clearly not a private company. It's clearly government.
So why do you go around thinking you're Mr. Self-Help, Mr. Give Advice, and you go around fucking bullying little 9-year-old kids? What's the deal in that? Is it your own? Is it your own insecurities?
No, I mean, we had a debate. Like, you went on a hangout saying that you vaccinated your children and you encouraged people to vaccinate their children.
Did you get vaccinated?
Yes.
Are you alright?
Do I say no? Clearly I'm not alright.
So do you blame
witness my behavior
do you blame your mental condition on vaccines?
Probably didn't help.
So what evidence do you have for that?
Well, there's a study they did, and it wasn't in humans, granted, it was in animals, but they were able to generate. So, like, they would give these animals a shitload of vaccines.
Right, P, cut the shit, right? Like, it's nothing to do with the fucking vaccines. Why you're fucked up. I've heard you saying that when you were a kid, you used to walk around with a bottle of vodka to get attention, like, but it was a bottle of water. It was a vodka bottle with water in it. And you used to walk around the streets when you were a kid to get attention. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, are you disturbed? Is this why you attack? When you see me spending quality time with my kid, do you resent that because your Knights of Columbus dad was spending too many times in the fucking lodge or sacrificing goats or whatever it is while you walked around the streets with a fucking pretend bottle of vodka to get love? Maybe from priests or some shit. I don't know. Again, what's the deal? What's wrong with you, man? It's nothing to do with vaccinations. There's a deep-seated problem with you, mate. Mm-hmm. And you're trying to project on everyone else. You're trying to make it's everyone else's fault. It's the system, it's the vaccines, it's this, it's that, while you're fucked up.
Yeah, I'm so fucked up.
You are, mate. You're older than me, and you still watch fucking manga cartoons. Wah! Whoa! Wee! Get in fucking hell, mate.
I like Goku and Vegeta and Dragon Ball Z.
That's pathetic, mate.
Why?
Because it is. Grow up. Fucking grow up. When you hang around real men, things like that then they get spoke about because it's bullshit. It's shite.
I don't have any adult role models.
So are we meant to feel sorry for you or something?
No, I mean, no. I'm just doing my part to make the world a better place.
And do you think you're doing it? Do you think you're actually making a difference?
Sometimes it's hard to see the difference you make, and you get discouraged. But I think I affect more people than I realize. And
but what if it's?
I mean,
what if you are affecting more people than you realize, but negatively?
Yeah, I think about that too. That could be a possibility. I could be being used because I'm still brainwashed.
No, but you read a couple of pages of a book and then you suddenly think you're a fucking genius at that subject. It's like...
I think I'm a genius because I've been able to maintain my individuality, where people are easily controlled, followers, predictable. And I have the ability to critically think and be open-minded, and virtually no one else can do that I've really seen.
You just sound like everyone else, mate.
Yeah.
You sound like all the flat earthers.
I do kind of get along with the flat earth mentality because they're skeptical, they question things. They don't... I think it's better to just do your own thing and believe what you want rather than just be like everyone else. Because most people, they want to be an echo chamber and they want to bounce their rationale against their peers. And if their peers echo back the same rationale, then they feel sane. Mm-hmm. But clearly we've been manipulated into accepting insanity as normal. And that's, I mean, I don't think anyone is really happy in the system. Like, people tell me they're happy with their lives. I don't know. I can't really believe, like, deep down anyone is really happy being a slave. So I'm just trying to empower my fellow man, because I see, like, the state they're in is just pathetic. You know, they're ignorant. They don't even want freedom at this point. They willfully want their slavery. So it's an uphill battle, but you know, I'm only as strong as my weakest link, so I want to empower people. IPS just wants to, you know, manipulate others and gain money and continue and perpetuate the system. But I want to make a difference and help other people, because I think that will make me feel better.
So it's a moral thing for you, man.
Yeah, I wanna. I mean, I don't know what God wants, but I just wanna like fulfill God's will, fulfill my mission on Earth. I'm here. I'm awake. I know what's going on, and I don't know. I think what's going on is people are programmed to not like someone like me, I'm a real man and I protect the tribe, and most men are just like these weak-minded guys who are not standing up and protecting their people. And my way of protecting people, I guess, is to be brutally honest and being like, hey, you're an ignorant slave. Like, let's go to war. Come on. We got to do something about this. And I'm trying to get people activated. And my methods are terrible because I don't want to, I mean, like, the only alternative to, like, what else can I do? Like, study psychology and manipulate people and try and brainwash people? I don't really want to do that.
So what's the overall goal then? Like, if you, like, just say you did start influencing people, just say people started listening to you, what would you want the overall goal to be? Fucking, like, different from what we're living in. What would your overall idealist fucking goal be? Because I think you're being a bit idealistic at the end of the day.
Sure. Well, in one of the Bertrand Russell's books, he talked about the elite would have to murder intelligent slaves before their ill-disciplined mind will spread revolt. And I would like to get to the point where I'm such a threat against our masters that they have to kill me because I'm empowering people so much. Like, that would be my goal in my life, I guess. Right now, they probably don't give a fuck about me because I'm not making enough of a difference, so they're ignoring me. And if I can make enough of a difference where I have to be murdered, I think that would be pretty cool.
That would be cool, man, but fucking you spend all your time sitting playing poker. I would take you seriously if you want to spend the time sitting on poker, fucking...
I don't believe that. See, I think you're manipulated and brainwashed to take people seriously who are dressed nicely on TV and well-spoken. So it's an uphill battle because I'm dealing with tons of brainwashing. Like I'm brainwashed too. I'm not like, I haven't escaped from it. You know, I went through the system, but they've trained people to tune out anyone who thinks negatively, and it's hard to explain what's going on in the world without sounding negative. So,
is there nothing positive you can take out the world?
I mean, really, I've sacrificed a lot. Like, I can't live a normal life because I'm trying to help people rebel from the masters. Like, it would be easy for me to do what IPS is doing and go, okay, so I know everyone's ignorant and brainwashed and predictable, and then just like create platforms and make money off idiots. Like,
but P,
would
it be easy though? Would it be easy to do what IPS is doing? This guy is 24/7, and if you're right in what you're saying, he's deceiving people, conning people. How could, like, to do this 24/7 must take a lot of energy out of you, man. You know what I mean? It can't be easy.
Didn't you see the video where Mag exposed him? Where he was like defending Scientology and trolling Anonymous and making Anonymous t-shirts. It's just the same MO. He's got a business plan, business model, and he just goes around to different internet communities exploiting them. It's not rocket science. It's pretty simple. Like, I don't want to exploit other people, and I just want to be honest and express myself honestly. And when I do that, everyone hates me because I've done more research than you all. I know what's going on better than you all. And
you just sound like a flat earther, though. I've done my research. I know what it is. I know that. I mean, it's just the same shit.
It's not.
It's the same pattern.
I haven't worked. I haven't been living my life. I've been like locked up doing internet research forever because like I want to fucking fuck these people who are fucking us.
Right, so you've done internet research forever. What have you got out of it? What have you gained? What have you fucking achieved?
Achieved? Well, I mean, you can figure out.
Maybe you should realise it's not working. Health. Maybe what you're doing is no fucking working, man.
I figured out a lot about how, you know, food is a weapon, and so that's really useful knowledge because you can avoid getting sick. Your health is more important than any money you could have, right? So health is wealth. So that's something I've achieved, and then I guess I figured out a lot, dude. Like I figured out how the world works, how we're being manipulated. I've figured out potential strategies towards freedom, like poker.
But you've no figured out that we can't actually do fuck all about it, mate.
I don't believe that. I think they want us to believe that. They want us to think that they're aliens or demons are in control.
I just think our fellow man is more comfortable with the way it is. Like, the people like us are like maybe 1 in 10 amongst the whole population. Do you know what I mean? It's like we're we're the minority. So it doesn't matter what government's in place, like the majority of the population is going to be the ones that will just want to be comfortable. They're happy to pay less money for cheaper clothes from India, even though the conditions are terrible and there are fires and there's thousands dying. And if they paid more for the clothes, again, the standards would be raised. But people don't care. People don't fucking care. And once you realise that people don't give a shit, why should you help them?
Well, because if you don't stand up for other people,
help yourself.
Then
help yourself.
No one's going to stand up for you.
If you help yourself, you lead by example, and then people copy you.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Rather than telling people what to do, reading out of books and old shit, mate. Just old shit.
Yeah, that's my new strategy. That's why I've been, disciplining myself.
You're looking.
Getting off
I've got to
drugs.
say, you're looking better, mate. You're looking better.
Yeah, so I'm gonna lead by example. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna start something. I don't know what I'm gonna try and break away.
Well, maybe start making videos like how you manage. Have you not got before and after pictures? Like make videos about how you fucking manage to.
Yeah, I mean, I could have done that. That would have been a good idea. I probably could have got a lot of views. There's a lot of there's like a big community on YouTube.
No, it's not about the views. It's about your experience and getting it out there. And if it benefits other people, it's good. It's a good thing. But if there's no point you sitting there talking about it and there's no record of you actually doing it. You know what I mean? It's like it's just all talk. Record it. Show us, and then people will see it. Then lead by like you're leading by example, and they'll copy you. There's no point sitting talking about it, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, I try and do something different with my podcast. Like, I try and talk about things that are more relevant. Like everyone is just copying. I mean, you say I'm copying and parodying, but man, I think everyone else is doing that. I'm trying to not do that. Like, I'm trying to bring more relevant knowledge that you can apply to your life, because knowledge is power, but if you can't apply the knowledge, then it's useless.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, it goes to the question, like, our will, if we got we're guided by everything around us, and it's like everything has got influence on what we say and do. So, like, how much of it is original? It's really hard to dig through YouTube and find something fucking original. That's why I go to all these weird, like, even Lanny from Canada, some guy that's got 40 subs. I've subbed him because he's something unusual, he's different, he's something that's not the same. You know what I mean? And that's what I look for. I look for originality. I don't look for people fucking rabbiting the same shit over and over again. Like Discord right now. It's just people rabbiting the same shit over and over again. I've heard for 3 fucking years. It's like, it's boring. It bores me. I like to hear about people's experiences and how that can benefit me. I want to learn off other people, man. And it doesn't. I want to learn off you, P, but you're not showing a good example when you're coming to my videos, fucking bullying my kids, fucking. You're just being a total dick. And like, I want to listen to you and I want to take you seriously, but you're a dick at the same time.
I am a dick. I don't know, but I can't. That was just a joke, man. I thought it was funny.
No, but you've done it on a few videos now. You've done it on a few videos now. I took it as a joke the first couple of times, and now it's just getting like, you're just targeting my son now. It's like, why? He's just an innocent kid, and my son watches my videos. My son reads the comments, and you fucking hurt his feelings, and that makes me angry. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's not cool, mate.
I didn't think it was that offensive because it's like vaccination. It's not like I don't know.
Here, mate, my granny, she's 82-year-old. She's been getting the flu jab for the last 15 years. Most people in Scotland get the flu jab when they're over the age of 50 or something like that. And she's probably got another 20 years in her, mate. Easy. That flu jab's probably kept her fucking alive. I've had every fucking jab, BCGs, fucking whatever it is, MMRs, polio, fucking mumps, measles, rubella, all that shit, and I'm fine, mate. I'm fine. Like, fair enough, you can talk about vaccines all day long, but in my experience, my kids have been vaccinated, they've grown up healthy. My son was playing Hyde. You've got Jekyll and Hyde. Like, he was in a play. He's an intelligent, smart wee guy. He's healthy, he's fine. And my other kid's fine. And everybody I know, my friends with kids, people in school, there's nobody I know that have had vaccinations and been made autistic because of it. In my personal experience, I've heard about it on the internet, I've read about articles with Jenny McCarthy and this Andrew guy from fucking England being just a pure fraud. And again, he was trying to help the fucking vaccination companies make more money by making it single jabs instead of the 3 jabs at once. They were actually, the 3 jabs at once was actually saving money. The fucking singular jabs cost more money, and that's what he wanted to fucking do. That Andrew Wakefield fucking character, just a bullshitter, man. It was all fraud, and it's been debunked for fucking ages. They get the medical paper that published the article have fucking taken it down, and have actually apologised for even fucking posting it. All the doctors that were involved have retracted what they fucking said and said it was all bullshit. The films, the studies during that Andrew Wakefield, there was loads of inconsistencies. There wasn't controlled environments. It's just all like bullshit. It's a lot of fucking bullshit. So my experience, firsthand, my kids, me, my granny, my fucking everybody around me, we've all been vaccinated and everybody's fine. No one's fucking died yet. No one's got autism. But when I read the internet, everyone's got autism because of a fucking vaccination. It's like, I can only go with what I experience, and all I hear is fucking conspiracy nerds tell me that they're fucking bad, but I didn't see the actual, I didn't see it. I didn't see the connection. I don't fucking see it. And man, in an ideal world, there wouldn't be fucking diseases and there wouldn't be vaccines. I wouldn't want fucking, I think it's wrong to jab fucking bairns with like a fucking microvirus and all that shit, but we have to do it. The world's not perfect. We've got diseases, we've got shit like that. It's a horrible thing we have to do, and there is risks. People have fucking side effects. People die. People fucking maybe do get fucking disabled or have a reaction to it. But the point is that it's overall it's been a benefit to mankind, vaccinations. And me personally, I've never experienced anybody being autistic or fucking dying because of a vaccine. So that's just my experience.
I see a lot of people talking about how vaccines are such a huge benefit to mankind. I don't really see the evidence. I just see a lot of anecdotal bullshit. From what I understand and from what I've read, like, you have to be insane to give your kid vaccines. Like, think about the history on this earth of what the people in charge of this planet have been doing to humans, and why would you trust them to get a vaccination? Like, it's insane. And I don't really feel guilty for making your son feel bad, because look, you shouldn't be putting your son on your YouTube channel, because when you go on the internet is full of people that are just going to attack you and troll you and talk shit about you. Like, anyone who goes on streams or does any video is going to get made fun of. So why are you trying to make me feel guilty for doing something like that just happens on the internet?
That's fair enough. Pete, you're right, and that's fair enough, and I expect that. But I didn't expect it for you, man.
Okay.
You. Like, I expect it for anybody else, but I thought you were better than that, mate. I thought the first 2 times you were just trolling me, but you're just repeating it. You're just being an arse now. You're just being a dick. And that's what annoyed me. Like, I do expect this with my kid, and I do get it with my kid. But I thought we were like cool, and you're just being a dick. Like, we had a hangout a couple of fucking days before. You were on a hangout and you were alright, and then you're a dick. Next time you speak to me, it's like attention or something, man. A dick, and what's wrong with you, man?
I don't know. That's just how I am. Like, I had a buddy give me a ride to the grocery store the other day, and I called him a loser tonight, and I told him all of his friends are losers. And why did I do that? I don't know.
Well, is it like a self-destruction fucking thing? Is it the fear of being sort of shunned anyway, so you fuck people up before they do it? It's like you the fear of rejection, so you reject people before they reject you or some shit before you fuck it up. You just
maybe I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is, man. But I definitely have abandonment issues because everyone in my life has abandoned me. So
Ah, but you've still got your dad and shit. You know what I mean?
No, he abandoned me like my whole life. Like, my mom was abusive. I've never had friends. Girlfriends had falsely accused me of rape. Like, every social experience I've ever had has been horrible.
Right, P. Right. Listen.
Fucked up. I don't know.
Right, P. You're a fucking 6'3". You've slimmed down. You're a good-looking guy. Get off that fucking computer. Get to the bars, man. Get to the clubs. Fucking meet a nice fucking lassie. God, you can do it. You can do it.
I'm banging some chick currently, but I mean, I don't even really like sex that much. Like, yeah, whatever.
Well, why? Why? What's wrong with you? Have you got like peanut balls or something? Is it you're like lacking testosterone or some shit?
I don't know. It said schizoid people aren't really into sex, is what I read.
That's what you read?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't even know if I'm schizoid. I was diagnosed schizoid, but I don't know what the fuck that means, you know? Like, they don't... It's not... It's just a guess. Like, they're just guessing based on my symptoms, and, like, psychology is just guesswork stuff. Psychiatry.
You're obviously a smart guy, and you're an interesting guy. I get an interesting guy. I like you, man. I like you. That's why I get pissed off when you do fuck with me, because I do like you. I'm not bothered when people fuck with me that I didn't like, because I expect that shit. But when it comes to you, it pisses me off. But you can do so much better, man. Improve yourself and then come back. You know what I mean? Come back stronger. Didn't sit fucking whining. Just go out and get yourself a bird, man. Move away from Fargo. Where the fuck do you live? Fucking Fargo land.
Yeah, I want to move to actually a smaller city. Everyone wants to move to a bigger city because that's the brainwashing. So I want to move to a small city, stay away from people, and just I think I like just having my own. I can help people maybe online. That's about it. Like, I don't think I can really help people. I don't think I can really socialize in real life. So I'll just do my online thing.
But online's pish, mate. You can't help people online.
Yeah.
You can't help people online, mate. They have to help themselves. Like, you can't help them, mate. You must know this by now with the flat earth. You can't help people. You can maybe advise them. You can guide them. Maybe plant seeds. Maybe plant fucking seeds. Maybe do shit so they copy you. But, like, I got sick of people. Like, I used to love the people in flat earth, but I started getting sick of people. So I get it just made me fucking lose faith in fucking humans, the flat earth, for a while, and that's horrible. That's not me. And I like people. That's why I got into Martin Leakey and fucking these kind of people, because I liked watching people. But I just started to resent people after a while, and that's not a good thing, man. That's no good. That's not fucking good. Start hating people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely have my moments where, like, I'm glad that they're gonna start calling people and stuff.
So why do you think IPS appeared?
Huh?
Why do you think IPS appeared?
Well, I don't know. That's pretty weird.
That was weird, eh?
Is he still relevant? Even does he stream?
He does still stream. I think
if he still makes money.
He's trying to come back. He's still got a channel. He still live streams. Like, he's still got a channel on YouTube.
Yeah, I hate that. That guy is fucking puke. Ugh. I cannot stand that guy. Like, the people that know what's going on and then they just, like, take advantage of the situation. What the fuck? I don't understand.
I just think he's like, it's like that Math Powerland as well, man. They're just like artists, get what I mean? They're like, and they're just looking for emotion, reaction. Because that's what art is, man. Art is anything, really. Art could be verbal. Art could be fucking sculpture. Art could be dance. Art could be flat earth, mate. And you care what I mean? Because it gets an emotional reaction. And Math Powerland That's what I thought he was using flat Earth as like an art fucking expression to art. And same with IPS, it's almost like something similar. It's like an artistic expression, like the Dada movement, going against the contemporary art, the old style. They want to break away from that, the Dada movement. And the flat Earth is just the same with the science. It's like an artistic thing. It's not fucking science. It's not fucking. It's more of a rebellious sort of lefty, fucking sort of thing. Like these ideas must start in the fucking universities, mate, in the colleges. The normal guy that goes to work every day swinging a pickaxe doesn't come up with this shit, man. It's all the fucking rich people's kids in the colleges, definitely.
The colleges are like super liberal, and that's where a lot of this political correct crap's coming from. I don't think there's much hope for any college educated. Like, I feel like the more educated you are, the more hopeless you are, honestly, because what I understand, like, education is indoctrination. Did you know, like, the term gentleman and the scholar, that education was really just meant for people that they already had money, and it was about what's the word? It was like a luxury to go and learn things, and it's just funny today where it's considered this necessity. They flipped all our idea of it, what education is, because it's meant to indoctrinate people. Like, back in the day, it was just for like the wealthy people. They were called gentlemen and scholars because education was leisure. It was something you would do for leisure.
Yeah. And
that's where the root word of education comes from, the word leisure. And you had to be wealthy to be able to go to education. It was like a leisurely activity. And today it's like forced on everyone. All the poor people go through it. It's because it's changed into indoctrination. So.
Well, when you think about it, when we were hunter-gatherers, right? We were hunter-gatherers. We spent all our time hunting and gathering food. And when we came across the farmers and then learnt from them the European farmers and then bred with them, suddenly we could herd sheep and fucking grow crops, and then we could sit back. We didn't have to hunt and migrate with animals and all that shit. We could just sit back, and then we had time to learn, like you said, and like leisure, like farmers and that. They could just wait for the next harvest, or they could wait for the next egg to be fucking plucked by the chicken or whatever. So like even that idea sort of stems from when we first moved from hunter-gatherer to the farmer, because when they started farming, they had more time and more leisure time to learn and become educated, and that was probably like the average man. Again, it wasn't like the high class. It was just your average like man. Everyone probably started like that at one point, like learning. So I wonder when it became this exclusive thing in learning.
When America was starting out and we were civilizing the natives, a lot of them would kind of look at civilized man and think he was an idiot, because the natives would have way more time to spend with their families compared to someone who had to go to a job, 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
And so, like, really, what's the better way to live? Like, the thing that's most important is like our time and our health. And we focus on things that aren't important, like material crap and money. And we don't value, like, my dad, he had a awesome family, but he'd rather like go to the lodge and get drunk and play cards than spend time with his family. And like, it's just weird to me. Like, I think it's unnatural. It's something that's been programmed into us, and then that causes people to be unhappy, which causes like fighting, which causes more what's the word? It's like a cycle where it keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
Mm-hmm. I agree though. I agree. The family's been ripped apart. Like the husband should be able to go out and like work and bring enough money in to support the whole family and have the holiday getting into summertime and stuff like that, where the woman stays at home and looks after the kids and stuff like I believe in those virtues or whatever it is. And I believe that again, that's the way it's naturally should be. It should just like it's like apart from lions, you see the lionesses going out for the hunt, but I mean, like men in general should be the breadwinners and the women should be the carers of the children. And fair enough, we should mix it as well. The guy should spend time with the kids and the wife should sometimes go out and get maybe a part-time job, like a couple of hours a night or something to bring in something extra. But the way it is now, it's like both mum and dad, 8 hours a day. The kids in care or with the in-laws all day. They grow up not really knowing their mums and dads, and it just builds a weird, fucked up society where we've just got overgrown kids. We've got overgrown kids in society, like adults that are still like kids, getting still crave their mum and dads like attention. So maybe look for other places for the attention because they never got that attention when they were kids, and they go and then other places.
You have like no role model. Like I had no role model of like what a man was, and you just like I have to learn all that stuff. I've had to learn all this stuff on my own. And
do you not think you get to a point in your life when you're a dude and like no one's your role model because you've got to an age where like, see, when I was a youngster, I used to look at football players and sports people. I was like, oh, they're brilliant. I used to speak about them, how great they were. But now I'm a 35-year-old. I look at these 18-year-olds and they're just little kids kicking a leather ball around. It's like, why did I admire these people? You know what I mean? It's like I'm my own role model. I need to be my kids' role model now. It's like I can't look at these youngsters like really respect them. They need to earn it, and kicking a ball of air around a fucking grass pitch, it's not enough anymore for me. So I've got higher expectation for role models now, and no one really fits it. No one. There's no one out there that really fucking can be a good role model, really, apart from yourself. You need to look in the mirror, man. Be your own fucking role model, like, because no one can really. Everyone lets you down, man. You know what I mean? You look at like certain artists or certain people, and you try and follow them, and they do something that's like they maybe get caught in a toilet with some dude sucking some old dude's dick, and you're like, oh, he's let me down. You know what I mean? It's like and you've got all these role models in your life. Like I used to look at Tupac when I was a teenager and think, oh, that's the way to go, Ken. Fuck everybody, fuck the world, fuck this, fuck that, and it wasn't beneficial. I was fighting all the time. I had a chip on my shoulder. I was bad, man. I was because I was looking for role models I never had, and I was looking at Tupac like a role model, and it was fucking terrible. So black people would have been doing the same thing, but probably with guns and shit. I mean, I was fighting with my fists because of Tupac music, and like not giving a fuck. So the attitude. Yeah,
black people. I mean, it's notorious in America that black people grow up without their fathers. Like it's huge truth.
No.
And I mean it's a stereotype, but it's true. So yeah, these black people turn towards people like Tupac and stuff, and they're really bad examples of what a man is, and that's really messed up black communities is a lack of good male role models, and a lot of that's happened in other communities too. When like me growing up, you know, my dad wasn't around. And I think you said your dad wasn't around, right?
Yep.
Too.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's why we're acting like children on YouTube now.
But like I remember growing up, it was like listening to Tupac, and it was about the mates, like our wee gang. We had a wee gang. There was about 10 of us, and then Tupac, it was like fuck family, and your family's on the streets and all this shit. And it was like and then you realise that those people that. They weren't that into Tupac, and they didn't really think that way, and you were like taking it all serious, like, yeah, my homie. It's like, nah, it's not the same for them. You know what I mean? They've got their mum and dads, and they're not looking for role models.
I think my role model was Bruce Lee for sure. I was really into like competitive gaming, and I was into this like Bruce Lee philosophy of being like water, meaning there wasn't really a best way. He was really anti-dogma.
Mm-hmm.
And that really influenced me a lot because I'm really against dogma. I like to, people, there's like a tradition, this is the right way to do things. And I like to question that and find better ways to do things and prove them wrong and stuff. That's really drives me. Like I take a lot of pleasure out of that, I guess, proving people wrong.
Aye, it's good. Stuff shouldn't get stale. Ideas shouldn't sit there getting stale. Now and again, you need to throw a wee bit of chaos in there. You need to throw something a wee bit flat earth in there, just to get people fucking thinking again. You know what I mean? But when it gets taken too far, you know what I mean? It's like it goes too far. It's like, fuck, right. Again, you've got our attention, now fuck off. Again, it's like we're now looking at NASA. You've done your job, now fuck off. But now there's all these people hanging around flat earth and making money, and it's just, I'm just sick of it, man. I can't be bothered. I'm actually enjoying the bit of drama with Glenn and Brian and all that now, man. I'm fucking enjoying all that shit.
But there's so many cons going on, you know. It's not just flat earth. Like, everyone, you know, I don't know the truth. Like, I'm sure I believe a lot of things that are like just as crazy as flat earth. You know, just like everyone has their own belief that's just as crazy as flat earth. So I don't. I see a lot more similar, like I see some more similarities, you know. Like I think we train to focus on looking at differences, you know, like, oh, I'm a glober, they're a flat earther, I'm smarter than them. But really, there's a lot of similarities into how globers, epistemology, why they believe what they believe in flat earth. Like, there's problems with how we determine what is true, what is objective reality. There's serious issues to the point where flat earth is a thing. And instead of just like globalers will just write off flat earthers like they're just ignorant and stupid, it's like, no, flat earth is a symptom of our society where there's no objective reality anymore. It's literally like facts do not matter in this day and age. You can believe whatever you want, be whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. If it wasn't like that, something like flat earth wouldn't exist. It would just get fucking brushed aside instantly.
Yeah.
But because, like you said, society is a bit like that. Like, things like flat earth can thrive. But the thing is, like, I think it's dangerous. Like, you see this Discord started, kind of in the other like chat, like, and it's just it's like flat earthers are all becoming that group, that cult. And they're all want to just be, they all want to talk about, they want to keep each other happy. You can hear it already, that same group think. And it's like, and there's no critical thinking from that side either. It's like, it's because they've read an article or they've seen the news, and it's dangerous to get like that as well. I try and break away from that. I felt myself drifting into that sort of thought, like, nah, flat earthers are arseholes, so everything that they say is false, and that must be true. Because you're angry with flat earth because you know it's bullshit, but it doesn't mean necessarily that everything that NASA does is true. But you don't want to fight for NASA, but you end up finding yourself fighting for NASA against flat earth because you know flat earth is bullshit. Then you think to yourself, what the fuck, I'm fighting for NASA here. I began this skeptically, NASA, and now I'm fighting for them. Is this what they wanted? Is this what the fucking whole plan was to begin with? You know what I mean? It's like, the fuck?
Yeah, I think it's a plan to get people to not trust facts. Like, and they push in a lot of this fake news idea. That's like a similar thing where
space car was fake news, man.
No one knows what to trust. No one knows what to trust, and that's a problem. We have to have some like source where we can trust, but we all know we can't trust the media, and we all know how we're being lied to and stuff, and that
it's like the boy that cried wolf. It's like the boy that cried wolf with the media. It's like once we spot lies, so many inconsistencies, after a while you just can't trust them, anything. You just can't trust anything that comes out because of so many inconsistencies with other stories. It's like you said, it's hard to trust anything. And then you've got the alternative news, which is just as hard to believe, man. It's like, what can you believe, really? What can you believe, man?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's crazy how they can get us all to talk about something like this Starman thing. Like, they just do that event, and then all of a sudden, every Flat Earth channel has to talk about it. It's just funny how we just lock in line.
Where the fuck did the car come from, man?
Topics. I don't know. It's funny. And you know Elon Musk? He's like, it looks so fake. It must be real. That's a great quote.
Like, was it inside the top? Did it kind of split open and the car came out, or was it attached to the fucking rocket?
I have no idea. Like, I try not to pay attention to a lot of stuff. When people kept coming in talking about Starman, I was like, Starman? What the hell is Starman? And then I found there's a live stream, and I found out what Starman was through this live stream. So I wasn't really paying attention to this like Falcon 9 launch. I never.
And did you see the landing, the parallel landing, the boosters?
Yeah. Do you think that looks fake or what?
Oh, that's. I find it hard. Like, it looks surreal. It just looks surreal, mate. It looks impossible. It just looks impossible to land exactly like that at the same time. Like, the cameras look identical, almost look like one camera. It didn't look like two different fucking boosters. It looked like the one, and he just mirrored it.
I don't know, man, but it's like, if I'm gonna say something's fake, I want evidence. I'm not just gonna be like, it looks fake. My amateur opinion is it looks fake. You know, like, I don't see the point of all these fake bubbles in space videos, or this rocket launch is fake video. Like, there's no evidence to any of that.
I think the launch was real, to me, that launch looked real. But when the music started and that car popped out, it was like, what the fuck? Like, oh, it's so surreal. Like I said, it's so surreal. It's hard to believe. It's just weird. It's like a Pink Floyd fucking music video or some shit, man. It's just fucking weird.
I don't know. I assume they can go to space some or orbit. I mean, I know we have satellites, so I mean they can orbit Earth.
So where's the car going? Is it coming back to Earth? Is it in orbit, or what the fuck's happening to it?
It's just a live stream. Like, they're just live streaming a car floating around the Earth in space.
Where's it going? Has it got a destination? Because I heard them saying something about Mars. Are they sending it to Mars or some shit?
I don't even know anything about this, man. Tesla, Starman. I doubt they're going to Mars. They're probably just floating around the Earth. Astronomers spot Starman.
Have they got a video?
There's a picture. It's just a tiny dot of light speeding amongst the stars.
Oh God! See, like, this is why flat Earth is here. When science pulls off fucking these weird, fucking outlandish stunts, fuck. This is how you generate conspiracy theorists. Like, if you just do a normal fucking launch, man, send up the heavy, maybe put up a fucking satellite, come back down, fucking, there you go, Bob's your uncle. But they have to send a fucking car with a guy in it, fucking with David Bowie. Come on, man, what the fuck? That was just weird as fuck. That's asking for people to fucking crawl at the woodwork. You know what I mean? It's almost trolling. It's almost like they're trolling us, man.
I guess the David Bowie song was probably predictive programming for a trip to Mars.
So was the song coming out the car, or was it like coming out the fucking rocket, or was it just getting played over the video?
Just the webcast, I'm sure.
Is it?
But they showed the whole thing go to space, like, in a continuous video, I think.
No way.
Elon Musk says he loves the thought of a car drifting apparently endlessly through space and perhaps being discovered by an alien race millions of years in the future.
Is that it?
Is it? What do you think the aliens are going to think when they see a car floating through space? Are they going to be like, silly Earthlings, cars don't work in a vacuum?
Do you think this could be just the beginning of the UFO hoax? Like, they come back with a Tesla car, like, sitting in it. You know what I mean? They come back. It's like, if we didn't send out that Tesla car, these aliens wouldn't have found us, sort of thing. This is how they found us, the Tesla car. Maybe not.
They're going to get a shock when they try to anally probe Starman.
So I take it that cars can survive out there in space, like the windshields and that wouldn't just shatter with the vacuum.
They say the tires would blow up or something, but I'm assuming they put
solid
fake
rubber.
tires.
It'd be just solid rubber, eh?
Like, I doubt they're sending tires inflated with air up there, so.
And there'd be no engine in it, so it'd be pretty light, eh? It'd probably be like less than a ton. It'd be like probably half a ton's worth of carbon fiber. So it's probably smaller than most satellites, that fucking thing, yeah. The Tesla car.
Waste of a car.
I know, but do you think it's smaller than most satellites?
I don't know. I think satellites would be bigger than a car. Let me see here.
No. So it's not like it's impossible to fucking send a car up, eh?
No, of course not. I mean, they sent a car to the moon. They were like driving around on the moon in that dune buggy.
I know, but that was like that folded out and shit. It was all like folded and fucking. It was all like compacted into the rocket. It was like you had to fold out and shit.
Interesting.
Like that.
The average satellite is probably about the size of a car. Some are as small as 4-inch cubes and weigh 2 pounds that are only used briefly, and some are as big as a school bus and weigh up to 6 tons.
I wonder if it's a satellite. I wonder if it's a spy satellite. The car. Fuck knows, man. It is. It's weird. If VB's out there, man, fucking come in and because it was VB that called me out. It was like Timmy, Jed, JLB. There's radio silence. Fucking, this is fake as fuck. And yet, and I suppose the pictures he showed, it did look weird. I didn't know, man. I didn't know anymore. I can't say if it's like, to me it looks legitimate, the launch, the fucking, but it's pointless. To me it's pointless. It's like, why do something like that? Why waste so much money for something that's so pointless? And like, what scientific fucking benefits did they gain from sending a power?
They were doing a test on a rocket. It was just a rocket test.
Right, was it just a test to see how they could land that fucking, was it the double Falcon?
It's a test to see if they could send a car into space on a rocket, I guess.
Shitty, man. Right, Laurie, the link's in the description if you just refresh. If you've got an opinion about that.
Oh, the link, you have to delete, or wait, I copied it wrong. Oh yeah, you put something on the link, it's messed up. There's like, at the end of the link it says copyright, and you have to delete that.
What?
Forgot. Yeah, your link is messed up, man. At the end of your link it says copyright.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you just click on it, it won't work. You have to delete part of the end of it. You got that Copyright Act 1796 in there.
Aye, that was because I was watching the fucking footage, man. Yeah, Laurie was talking. Laurie was wanting a stream. Alright, aye, fuck. A link to the stream, that's it. Right, Laurie, that should be it now. It was good to see IPS though, man. He's still alive at least. Did you see Authentic Intent?
Oh god. The last time I seen Authentic Intent on YouTube, I was like, how many more people are you gonna wake up before you die? And then he almost died.
I was saying it for a while as well. I was saying to people, I think he's dead. I think he's dead.
I mean, damn, that cystic fibrosis is no joke. Like, he's lucky to be alive.
Did you see
old as he?
Did you see the dude in his? Did you see the dude in his hospital room, man? It looked like his handler or some shit for the church.
I should go visit him. I live near him. Yeah, I don't want him to die though. I trolled him about it, but I mean, he's still an asshole, but I don't want people to die.
He's got to be obnoxious right to the end, man. Because you can still hear he still had that fight in him, and even in the hospital room, he still had that.
You think he's telling? Do you think he's telling the nurses about flat Earth and CGI fat satellites?
Aye. They say the hospital's a dump.
I'm so mad at him, man, because he had those like signs that say all the pictures of satellites are CGI. And I took the time and effort to friend him on Facebook and have conversations with him and send him videos and pictures of satellites that weren't CGI. And he just blocked me. He was just like, screw this evidence, blocked me, and then just kept saying whatever he was incorrect about.
Do you think he's legit? Or do you think he's actually like got some kind of church or something behind him driving him?
I think he's legit. I think very few people are illegit. You know, like Brian and Bob and Johnny, they think everyone is a shill without evidence. But I think it's mostly a bunch of useful idiots. I think there's maybe a couple shills, like Mark Sargent, obviously, is one. And then people just kind of emulate and parrot the main shills. So I think it's like just probably a couple shills and then a bunch of useful idiots underneath them. And then a bunch of leeches too. IPS is a leech.
Have you been watching that Brian recently? He just calls everybody a fucking shell.
Yeah.
It's like, and he's kidding on he's some kind of Christian, man. He's not a Christian. Christians didn't act like that, did they?
I mean, Christians act pretty awful, man. They don't really follow Jesus too well.
Do you think Brian's a good representative for Jesus on YouTube in the flat Earth?
Mm-hmm. I don't know him super well. Let's see here. I haven't seen him do anything that bad, I guess. So I don't know. I haven't seen him be too un-Christ-like, I guess. I don't. Has he done anything really malicious? He seems like he's just does his own thing, and then
it's calling everybody shells, man. Just calling everybody shells, and to me, P, that devalues the word shell, because like if everybody's a shell, then who the fuck's the real shells? You know what I mean? If all the normal people are shells, then what do we call the real fucking shells? You know what I mean? It almost devalues what a shell is by just accusing everybody being a fucking shell. And it's stupid, man.
Yeah, I like the term hidden potato. They called Validation Boy a hidden potato, and they thought I was a shill because I was allowed to be on that panel on Validation Boy where I talked to Patricia. And that's kind of ridiculous because I just got that, like, Validation Boy put the link in a back chat. Like, anyone could have got the link and went in there and talked to her. I'm one of the few people that doesn't mind going and telling Patricia off to her face. Because I don't care about my reputation.
You were a savage, man. You were a savage that night.
Yeah. Tim Osmond actually sniped me off that panel to protect Patricia or something. I don't know. It's fucking weird. Like, sometimes when Brian's talking about Tim being a shill, I almost think Tim is working for... Like, sometimes I get crazy paranoid. I thought... Sometimes I think, like, Twitwit might be J-Trig or something. I mean, I don't know, man. I get paranoid like Brian.
What's J-Trig? What's this J-Trig? I've never heard this term.
Oh, J-Trig, it's like a... What is it? Joint Threat Research Intelligence Group. It's... this is a British intelligence agency.
Right. So why is Brian talking about J-Trigs in Canada?
Well, I mean, if someone is like working for the government and pretending to be a truther, you could call them J-Trig or something. Brian doesn't say J-Trig. I just brought that up, but yeah, Brian thinks everyone's a shill. I mean, I get paranoid because I think a lot of the people in alternative media are working for the government and trying to distract us and get us into like the new age. The new age movement is promoted by the CIA. Like anything that changes the way you live your life and like alters that. That's why like Flat Earth is definitely a CIA operation. Like these little new age groups, they get you to buy crystals and believe in aliens and frequencies and vibrate. Like this is all CIA stuff. You can tell when it's designed to like alter your lifestyle and stuff. I got hoodwinked by that new age crap back in the day. I believed a lot of those people like Michael Sarian and stuff. And yeah. So
you think Tim's working with him?
I mean, if he's not, then he's an idiot because he helps. I don't know. He acts like if his goal or his strategy is to bring Flat Earth down, he's helped Flat Earth tremendously. So he's either like retarded or working for the government. So I don't see any other option because there's if I don't see how someone could literally think like does he really think he's helping the globe with Tim? Does he really believe that? Because
well, that could be asked about you as well. Like, do you really think you're helping what you're doing?
I'm not really trying to help.
Well, you said earlier you're trying to help mankind and fellow man and all this shit. Like, what makes you think you can help? That's what I was saying to you earlier. It's like, Tim, what makes him think he can help? If anything, he's helping Flat Earth. And what if you're helping the fucking powers that be with your shit with Albert Huxley and all this shite that you're reading?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to make people aware that there's books out there that the elite talk about you as if you were a slave and they're the master race. So, I mean, I'm just trying to make awareness that, like, Tim's trying to shut down the Flat Earth movement because he thinks the Flat Earth movement has discredited the conspiracy movement, and that's not true. The conspiracy movement never had any credit. Like,
I agree. It was kind of discredited long ago, before Flat Earth.
Yeah, Flat Earth did not do that. So
yeah,
like, why not just let them be Flat Earth? I don't care if let them. I'm not trying to change anyone. I just want to like. I do have research that is credible. That is books. You can go and look at this, like, real stuff. It's not like my opinion and stuff. And I just want to share that stuff. I don't really care about what people believe and stuff. I just want to share the information about the ruling class and expose them. That's all I want to do. And maybe that is helping the elite. I don't know.
But this is my point. The books that you read, they're good. They're good, well written books, but they're kind of designed for that day and age. Like, a lot of these guys that you're talking about, they're living in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. Like, this new age of information, and there's no way guys like Albert Huxley could understand the way human mindset would change, like with Facebook and social media. And there's no fucking way. So those books are useless that you read. To me, they're fucking practically useless to understand, like, the social psychology right now in this day and age right now. It's maybe cool to read these guys to understand what was going on in the past, but to me it's irrelevant. Like, those books you're reading seem to be quite irrelevant to this day and age and the shit that's happening. It's so dynamic, the way information, the way disinfo, the way real information just fizzles away, the way disinfo gathers momentum, and like, there's no way these guys could have predicted that kind of shit, like, back in the days.
I think you'd be surprised, man, because, like, Zbigniew Brzezinski, he wrote a book called Between Two Ages, America's Role in the Technotronic Era, and that was 1970s, and that goes into, like, the internet and everything. So that was before the internet was created. So, like, a lot of these books that you'll read from the 70s and 50s, they are applicable today because they had planned all this stuff. They had planned the internet. They had planned,
but
like,
on a surface level, it's like when you watch Star Trek and back in the 90s, and they're walking about with iPads and they've got telecommunications and shit like that. Fair enough, you could predict that maybe this stuff would be there in the future, but the effect it would have on society, that's a different story. Like the way people are just glued to the phones and shit like that. It's like that's like they couldn't have predicted fucking how addictive Facebook, and I don't think they could have predicted how powerful this shit was back then. Like they could have never thought they could control the population so easily with this tech.
I'll read you a couple of quotes from the book I just mentioned. The Zbigniew Brzezinski, Between Two Ages, America's Role in the Technotronic Era. Okay. The Technotronic era involves the gradual appearance of a more controlled society. Such a society would be dominated by an elite, unrestrained by traditional values. Soon it will be possible to assert almost continuous surveillance over every citizen and maintain up-to-date, complete files containing even the most personal information about the citizen. These files will be subject to instantaneous retrieval by the authorities. In the Technotronic society, the trend would seem towards the aggregation of the individual support of millions of uncoordinated citizens, easily within the reach of magnetic and attractive personalities, exploiting the latest communications techniques to manipulate emotions and control reason. So, right there, he's talking about the latest exploiting the magnetic and attractive personalities, exploiting the latest communications techniques to manipulate emotions and control reason. Have you seen that happen in the flat Earth community?
Oh, aye, all the time, man. All the time.
It's just the stupid personalities that people are drawn to, that the whole movement's based on emotion and it controls people's reason.
Well, I suppose they understood that back then, but I just didn't. I don't think they realised how powerful, like, the shit would be nowadays. Like how easily influenced, how you can convince people with a YouTube video. Yeah,
I mean,
like
Zbigniew, in this book, he talks about people basically won't be able to think for themselves, and that the media will tell them what to think, and that's the world we live in my opinion. Like, I don't think anyone can really criticize the media or critically think against the, like, if the scientific fact says this, people are just going to go with it and they won't question.
Yep. And that's a dangerous, and I'm sure Orwell, he dabbled with the flat Earth as well, George Orwell, but he was never a flat Earth believer. He just liked the fact that people would question the scientific authority at the time. It was good to question it. It's no good to run with a false idea or shit like that, but it's good to question. Instead of just reading books, it's good to go out there and experience and try and do the scientific method and gain your own knowledge base. It's a good idea. Like, flat Earth is a good way to make you use that empiricism, but you can't use everything in life. You can't use that logic through everything, like empiricism. Just like I was saying to you about vaccines, like I use empiricism, I use experience, like every day. Like, I've had vaccines, my granny gets vaccines, she has been for the last, and if they want to kill us, God, they're doing a shit job at it, mate, because Scotland's an ageing population. The people are living longer and longer and longer, they get old. It's like fucking, and there's less births because, like you said, mums and dads, they're out working. It's a higher demand, and they maybe have one kid.
Do you know anyone who hasn't been vaccinated that you could compare to, like,
hasn't been vaccinated? No, I think everybody has been vaccinated.
Like, if everyone's been vaccinated...
My missus missed her BCG. She missed it at school. BCG was a big jag, everyone had to get it, sort of thing. But I think she missed it for some reason or another. And there's never been anything wrong with her, obviously.
Yeah, because the vaccines don't really do anything.
Well, it's that herd. What's it called? Herd
immunity.
Herd immunity. Yeah. Like, she'll be cool as long as we're all fucking vaccinated, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like that. It's the sort of idea. Like, you could say, well, why can't everybody do that? But it's like, I was working the other day, and there was 5 of us, and it was near the end of the day, and one of the guys wanted to leave early. And I thought, well, if everybody left it, okay, that's cool, he can leave if he wants, he's tired, whatever. And I was thinking to myself, well, if everybody else left, who would finish the job? You know what I mean? It's like one of those things that it's like, fair enough. Like maybe one person could miss out a vaccination, but if everybody missed it, then we've got a fucking problem. So it's better just to make sure that everybody's vaccinated. And it's just like me at my job. It's like that one guy. It wouldn't have made a big difference to the workload really. But if everybody done what he done, just fucked off it early, then the job wouldn't have got finished, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like, do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, with the whole herd vaccination sort of stuff.
But I guess a lot of people in America have been scared not to get vaccinations for their kids, and then they come out with these articles that are saying that because parents aren't getting vaccinations now, that kids are getting measles and mumps and stuff. So.
There was a rise in measles and mumps.
But how do we even know that's true? Like, we're literally living in a world where let's say hypothetically, like vaccines are bad and that the evil conspiracy is true. So what they would do was if some idea got out there that people realized vaccines were bad and in masses they stopped taking vaccines, the evil people are going to put out these articles that say, you know, oh, measles is making a comeback because y'all are stopped taking vaccines, and that's just going to get people on board with the vaccines again. And we don't even know if it's true. Like that's the problem with the modern age. Like the media is totally untrust. Like we don't have any sources of information that we can trust, and that puts you in a place where you don't know what to believe, and that's just as bad. I don't know. That could be even worse than believing something that's wrong. I think having no idea where to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like at least if you have a belief that's incorrect, you're taking an action and you're moving in a direction, and then you can correct the course. But if you're just sitting there like sitting on your hands and not doing anything because you're afraid to make a move because you don't know what's true or not, then you're completely disabled at that point.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's like the boy who cried wolf sort of syndrome. It's like the media have fucked up so many times now. It's like anything they come out with, we're distrustful, and that could be more dangerous than trusting sort of thing. It's weird.
Yeah, that's true.
So Lanny's there. Have you spoke to Lanny yet, P?
I've never met Lanny.
This guy's pretty cool, man. I don't get why he's been so quiet for so long. Because he's been in.
Is he in the chat?
He's in the chat, and he's welcome to come in and speak to us, man. Because he's been getting accused of being one of the potatoes and was it the Apple Mac fucking club? You know what I mean? Because we got apples, we're shells.
Even though I talk shit to Patricia, I'm still a shill. They say I'm the shill that's allowed to talk shit to her or something. What the fuck? You cannot win with some people.
I think she's harmless, man. I think she's harmless. I don't think she adds anything. I think she lets people make their own choices. She's not very forceful with her opinions, really. Kind of like Dell or that. Kind of like Dell's quite aggressive and quite vitriolic. Kind of his approach, and he's they're the enemy. They're this, they're that. But when you listen to Pat, it's kind of she's what do you think about this? It's more asking about opinions with her. And to me, that doesn't seem like a threat. It seems quite low, it's low level shilling, really, I think.
Yeah, I don't watch her a lot. From what I've seen, she doesn't seem to give very many opinions. The only thing I really notice is like the vegan thing, which is something that, it's Agenda 21, and that's kind of shilly, like pushing, like you got Vegan Warrior. Who else is, there's another famous, Eric Dubé is a vegan. So, I mean, that's about the only real thing she pushes. So she does seem like a pretty harmless shill. I mean, the whole every flat Earth shill is pretty harmless. Like flat Earth is harmless as fuck.
Yeah, it's harmless, man. And that's what I kind of liked about it. That's why I became so open and so transparent. I was quite happy to put my face out and speak, and because I thought these people were harmless, you know what I mean? But it starts to get a bit creepy. Do you see that video I made with I ripped off the sticker on the bin? Did you see that? My latest video, I ripped off a sticker on the bin. It was a flat Earth sticker.
No.
Nah, well, I've made a video where I found research flat Earth. It's one of fucking IPS's propaganda fucking stickers, the black and the yellow. I found it a bin on a bin, so I made a video ripping it off. And fucking
Really?
well, see in the comments, VB accused me of staging it, and somebody put the comment, "Have you went back and checked? There's another one there." I was like, no way. Like, this person knows like the area I'm living in. That's putting that sticker up. So it's getting creepy now. It's getting close. It's getting a bit personal, mate. I mean,
That's pretty weird.
it is weird.
It's
man.
funny, like, anytime something happens on YouTube, you get accused of staging it. I see that in a lot of streams, like the real life streams people do.
I said that to VB. I said, I bought the sticker, stuck it in a bin, and peeled it off for a 20-second video. You know what I mean? It's like, fucking, why would I stage such a pointless... The thing is that I was working, I was in the van, and I was waiting for my mate to come out the shop, and he got in the van, he went, "Jed, you'll never believe what I've seen in the bin." I went, "Flat Earth." He went, "Aye." So I jumped out and I got my camera out, on my phone, and I recorded me peeling it off. And I rolled it up in a ball and I threw it on the ground. And do you know what all the comments were? "You're a litter bug. You're a litter bug." It's like, fucking hell, man. You know what I mean? It's like, nobody says, "Good on you, can you get rid of that propaganda?" It was, "You're a litter bug. You took a sticker off a bin and threw it on the floor." I was like, I'm just keeping the litter picker-uppers in business. You know what I mean? Keeping them in a job. You know what I mean?
I think anything IPS produces belongs on the floor. So
Aye, no,
you're just putting it right.
he said on one of his podcasts, because he's seen it, and IPS said, "What if a bird swallowed it and choked and died?"
I hope it's a fucking penguin.
The thing is, if it was a NASA sticker, I bet you would have been, "Oh, fucking good on you. You should have fucking..." Again, it's like, it was a tiny fucking... It must have been about fucking 5 centimetres long by about a centimetre. It was a fucking tiny wee sticker. And all I done was peeled it off and I threw it away. And people... The most comments I had was, "Litter bug, litter. Do you know you get an £80 fine? Litter, litter, litter." It was all the way fucking down. Litter bug. It was like, what a bunch of fucking saddos. Hey, Lanny.
Hey, I figured it out.
How you doing, you Jew?
Good, man.
I heard you against Johnny. Was it this morning? It was this morning for me, but it would have been last night for you.
Yeah, I was up way too late.
I liked your conversation with Bob, man. That was brilliant.
Yeah, I couldn't understand how Bob was going that crazy.
It's just the same old shit, eh? Shill. It's fucking... I think it's almost pathetic. It's almost like the old women sitting in the fucking church. I think IPS coined it, the church ladies. That's the first time I heard, like, church ladies. But
yeah, actually, I did like that term that he coined with that. Even though I've had problems with IPS's, the ways he's done. I'm hearing feedback. How do I fix that? Is that me?
It's maybe your watch page, mate.
Yeah, I gotta change it.
So when's the kid due, mate?
It was actually due today. So
Aye.
I'm still waiting.
Oh, did you know what sex it is?
It's a boy, another boy. I've
Oh.
already got a boy, and I got a girl in the middle, and another boy coming.
Nice one. What's age?
I got a 9-year-old boy and a 6-year-old girl, and a 0-year-old boy coming.
Nice one, man. Well, you're doing well for the depopulation program.
Yeah, exactly. I'm part of the depopulation program, but I have kids and they have none. Or, well, mom.
That was brilliant, man.
Yeah, he got so... I don't know. Like, I try to explain to them that it might be a mental health issue with them, and I don't mean that in an insulting way. Like, I do think it might be a serious thing, but they need to chill. I'm thinking everyone's a double agent, fucking CIA. It's crazy. It's fucking so over the top.
I was just saying to P, it almost devalues the word. Again, like, if you're just calling everybody a shill, it's like it's almost devaluing who really is the shills. If you're just calling normal people shills, it's... And everyone's a shill.
Yeah, my wife hates that word now because she heard it today because she heard me playing the video. She's like, "That fucking word what does that word mean?" And I'm like, they think I'm a fucking paid off person to talk on YouTube. And she's like, I hate that fucking word chill. That sounds so stupid. And I go, I know. Mm.
So, has this shit had any effect on like your relationship with your wife and all that shit? Because she must be
Oh
quite,
no.
she must be
No.
quite emotional right now with the baby. Do you get full support?
Yeah,
For
no,
all
she
this
doesn't
shit.
like. She thinks that she always knows I'm been a conspiracy tard, so I always have been in that world, and she's known I've always been that way, and I've never liked TV, so this kind of shit occupies my time when I'm not playing music or bugging her.
It's you're kind of lucky to have that sort of where you've got the other half and supporting your sort of wacky theories and someone to speak to you about it without just shutting you
Yeah, I
off.
mean, she doesn't believe a lot of stuff. I mean, some stuff she supports me with the obvious, like when you look into 9/11, it seems obvious, and certain. But when I dabble in thinking the Earth has weird things going on, then she thinks it's dumb, like most people do, and I can see why.
Mm-hmm.
But I always, yes, people know I've entertained some of those theories because I'm not smart enough to think that maybe they are true one way or the other.
So you were saying you come from what was it? A Christian background. Your stepfather was a preacher for the.
No, my biological father.
Oh, was that your biological?
Yeah, he was a minister. My stepfather's a really cool guy, and he's just like a working construction business owner, man. But my biological father, he was a minister, and they were both like church kids that grew up in heavy church families. My grandpa was a minister, uncles, everything. So I came from that huge background. But my biological father, he wasn't a great father. They got divorced at 2, but he was, he was a nice guy, but he liked ladies, so he was having fun with ladies in the church and this and that, and they got kicked out of the church. And my mom got kicked out of the church for wanting a divorce, and then we were just kind of going place to place for many years, and then that's what made me think maybe the church isn't so cool. And my mom was always a nice lady and a great lady, so I didn't like how she was cast aside by the, you know what I mean?
And how's your mum? How's your mum's relationship with the church now? Is it like, is she distant?
She just recently passed in November from cancer. She got pancreatic cancer in October and went in 7 weeks, and it was the worst.
Oh, sorry to hear that, mate.
Yeah, I know.
It seems to be the thing. You see in Scotland, like the number one killer right now is cancer. It's like every time you hear someone dying, it's usually cancer.
Yeah, and how quick it went was insane.
Oh, the pancreatic ones are very aggressive. Yeah. It's a very aggressive one. You can't really stop it either. There's
no, she thought she just had the flu at first for a couple of weeks and didn't really do anything. Then she went in, and then they're like, "Oh no, you're on stage 4 pancreatic cancer." I was like, "Holy fuck!"
They're saying that male testicular cancer is overtaking breast cancer for like. Yeah. So it's just cancer, eh? Is it? Do you think it's a rise in cancer just because of the unhealthy lifestyle, or do you think it's just because we're like living longer and shit? And
it's probably a lot of everything. They're definitely, with all the foods and all the people they got. I mean, you have to GMO some foods probably to make so many because there's so many of us living in small areas rather than spread out. So we are fed a lot of poisons and we eat a lot of sugar and we eat a lot of shit. So it definitely is killing us. And we all have to work, and well, not all of us have to work, it seems, but a lot of us work, and then we eat fast, and our wife works, and we work, and then we eat quick meals, and we eat shit meals a lot of times. So we're eating a lot of sugary, shitty, sodium fucking garbage, right? We're not eating home-cooked meals like maybe they did back in the day. Even though they died really quick, though, too, so that might be a bad theory.
I mean, I think it's really convenient because, like, I've read in my crazy books where they talk about the problem of useless eaters, and they don't like it when people reach the age of retirement and they're just feeding off the system and not contribute. So it's funny, like, these people tend to get cancer right around the age of retirement. So it's pretty convenient.
And it was even sorry, go ahead.
Well, just to finish, I would say, like, so many people get it these days that it's become normal, but there's a difference between, or become common. There's a difference between common and normal, right? Just because something's common doesn't necessarily mean it's normal. And, like, we were not getting cancer like this in the past, so I don't think it's normal, in my opinion.
No, interesting. And if you watch any of those food documentaries, I know everything's a little angled towards whoever's making the movie, but there's been a lot of proof that they've added a lot of shitty foods, and the oil industry gets their hands into everything. So we're getting chemical to death on shit. Whether or not it's plane spraying it, because I think the plane stuff is more they're just blocking out the sun to drop the temperatures, which I don't know.
So I take it
there.
have you dabbled in the chemtrail stuff as well?
Yeah, but I just see it more as they're not poisoning us. I think they're trying to block the sun to drop the temperature.
Well, this is the thing. I've got a high powered like lenses on my camera and stuff like that. I couldn't see spraying, mate. I could see. I've got to admit, tons and tons of trails crossing, creating clouds, fucking blocking out the sun. That happened, man. That happened. But every time I tried to zoom in, you catch some kind of fucking spray. It just seems to be coming from the exhaust of the planes. It seems to be like.
Yeah, I mean they have definitely shown videos of planes that have stuff that they're spraying, and they can do it. And they've even talked recently about they do want to have the idea of using planes to drop the temperature to stop global warming. Like that's actually what they are saying that they want to do in the future if they can figure out how to do it. I think that's when they're talking about it, means they're probably doing that.
Aye, because they're talking about reflecting the sun's rays back into the atmosphere. So
yeah, sort of Mr. Burns style, block the sun a bit.
Aye.
They could be like people mistake the contrails for chemtrails, so they think maybe it's not all the planes, you know. It's
definitely not all. Definitely not all the planes.
I'm going to be devil's advocate here, right? And I know I'll probably get a lot of shit for the people listening, but what if, right, that the northern hemisphere, the atmosphere is actually becoming weaker, and they're trying to actually patch, they're trying to stop. Maybe the rays are more deadlier. Maybe they're not telling us that they fucked that atmosphere, blown it up with nuclear missiles during fucking Operation Fishbowl or some shit like that. And maybe it's what if they're protecting us? Because they don't want to tell us that we get melted if the skies were clear.
To drop the temperature, it's to protect us because they think they don't want to flood us with everything melting. So it isn't a way to protect the Earth. It's just people don't like go because it will fuck up other land. If you protect North America, what's it going to do to maybe South America? And that's where the problem comes in.
Yep. I'm just saying it's another way to look at it. Like, it doesn't always have to be them spraying to kill us. They could have fucked up in the past, and they're just trying to like patch some kind of fucking holes in the atmosphere, Ken. That they've maybe. What do you think, P?
I've looked at the chemtrail thing. I think a lot of the videos or pictures or people are actually just showing contrails, but there is like definitely some military documents where they talk about chemtrails. So it is like a legit thing that they have. It might be the reporting on it might not be the most accurate on the YouTube, but it's something that happens.
It definitely happens because I've actually took time lapse. The sky in the morning is clear blue. The trails come up, the crosses appear, and suddenly there's clouds everywhere, and it's fucking dark by like 2 in the afternoon. It's fucking pitch black, and I know for a fact it's the clouds from the contrails because I watched them during the time lapse. They form. Yeah, it's definitely affecting the air.
I've heard theories that like there's metal particles in it, and it's
aluminum, barium.
It's being used. Yeah, it's being used to help the HARP work better.
I think
they're gonna set off the magnetic wave or whatever.
I think that's more rabbit holey shit. I think that's like to divert you for the real fucking reason. It's like I think that HARP thing is a rabbit hole, definitely.
Yeah, probably.
Not sure. I don't know. Then I've heard that the elite have these like domes where they grow food. So like the reason they put them in domes is so the chemtrail crap doesn't get on their food, and so like the elite eat different food than we do without that chemtrail crap on it. I've heard that. I don't know if I believe that. I didn't really look into it, but I don't know. It's fucking weird.
But they would still breathe it in when they're walking around and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know Joe Rogan did a show. He used to have that like conspiracy show, Joe Rogan.
It was horrible.
It was horrible. He did one on chemtrails, and he interviewed this weather guy, I believe, from Texas.
Yeah.
And it was a total hit piece because what he did was he'd ask this guy, he'd go in the editing process, right? And through editing, they would edit it so it'd show Joe Rogan asking a question, and then they would edit the guy answering a different question to make him look crazy and stupid.
That's what really, like, 'cause I used to like Joe, and that show really pissed me off because he changed a lot after that.
Yeah, I think he's definitely like if Brian wants to call someone an agent, you can call Joe Rogan an agent. You know, he worked for NBC, Military Industrial Corporation. He works for UFC, which has military ads all over the place.
But well, to be fair, I don't think Joe's an agent. I know someone that knows his wife, and she said, you know, they seem like normal people, and he goes hunting, and he's kind of a normal guy. And Joe does kind of explore every idea, and I don't like now he's flying the American flag behind him instead of Jimi Hendrix, and he's looking, you know, he's going down a bit of a rah-rah phase. But he is pretty open-minded, even though he backtracked crazy on the moon shit. But he is open-minded with a lot of shit. And he's put a lot of fucking shows out for people. I've heard his voice probably a lot of hours. So, I don't know. And I watch UFC. I like UFC.
Joe Rogan did some podcasts on. He had some people talk about nutrition, and that's actually where I got the idea for this diet that I've been doing now with potatoes. So
is that the keto diet or whatever the fuck? No.
No, I tried the keto. This potato thing is about resistant starches and gut health and all. There's what was the woman? Dr. Rhonda Patrick, I think was her name. And she was really good.
Yeah,
She was a good guest on his show.
We're gonna be major shields for talking about Joe Rogan. We're gonna be fucking shot for saying Joe Rogan is even like okay.
Joe Rogan's a good voice in this sort of arena, in the alternative sort of. He's a good balanced voice, I think. And he's obviously got to piss off a lot of people because he's flip-flopped with the moon landings and shit like that. But he's quite real. Even his assessments in UFC fights, he can be quite fucking real and honest. He'll call bullshit when he sees it, like even in the fights. I like him. I like Rogan, man.
No, he can definitely be a positive influence for, you know, working out, for eating right, for doing a lot of shit. Even though not everything he does is right, he definitely has some positivity more than negativity, where people want to attack him and think he's a devil agent because he, you know, he had a picture with Anton LaVey once. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or went to his wedding.
Well, I think a lot of people dabble with that Satanism shit. You know what I mean? But to me, I think if you're getting into Satanism, you're kind of acknowledging the Abrahamic God. You're still a fucking Christian because you're just acknowledging another God, the opposite God, but still the same God of the same religion. So you're still religious in a way. Porn bomb them, Jed. Test mission.
Oh shit.
Now I've never sniped anybody or porn bombed them, man. Never will. So
yeah.
So how you enjoying the heat in the flat Earth?
Well, I always get cheat because I'm always kind of too honest. So fucking if you're not towing the line with whoever you're talking to, they fucking hate you. So and I've always called people out if it's a bit of bullshit, even if I agree with other points of their views, but then they don't like you automatically. So.
Mm-hmm. But you seem alright, Lanny. I'm sure I've seen your name kicking about for a while. I'm sure I've seen you on quite a lot of Glenn stuff.
I used to do Lanny Unite and Conquer. It was under Lanny Unite and Conquer, but it would be, some people would maybe recognize it, but it wasn't a huge. It was like 100 and something, and then Glenn attacked me.
What did Glenn attack you for, man?
Because I asked, because I don't know if you know Teresa G, who seems like a nice lady.
Teresa G. I'm Teresa G.
Yeah, she seemed okay, but she was at a homeless gathering where they were collecting food at the street, and they were collecting clothes and this and that, and she was getting a lot of stuff and filling up a huge plate. And I just asked her, I was like, I asked her if she needed that stuff or if she was just maybe taken she shouldn't have taken. And then she got really offended, and then Glenn attacked me, and then Glenn comes back 2 weeks later attacking Teresa G. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You said that really quickly there. What she turned up at a
She said, well, I guess I think she's on assistance and this and that. So she goes down and she knows the people, and they all knew her. It wasn't like a weird thing.
And she ate all their food.
I just thought it would look more for street addicts and shit like that to get, clothes and food, not necessarily people that are on YouTube and living in apartments.
Mm-hmm.
That's what appeared to me, but I didn't want to call her out like that. I was trying to be nice about just asking her, and then they just flipped quick and went at me.
Well, these kind of people didn't like you having nice things, Lenny. You realise. You feel like you don't even want to show your shoes in case they're too clean and shiny, on YouTube, because you get accused of fucking being a shill because you buy yourself nice things or you enjoy the nicer things in life. Like I'll have a whiskey and a cigar, But because I'm not drinking cheap shitty beer and smoking a cheap shitty cigarette, I'm a shill. I mean, this is how they think. It's fucking weird.
Or if you have a job.
Aye, if you have a job, you're a shill. It's fucking weak, man. I'm gonna get another beer anyway.
Yeah, man.
Joel Romero, Rockhold prediction.
Well, Joel didn't make weight.
He never made weight. I was going to say, so you can't win then.
He's out of the title, but he's a fucking beat. I think he's gonna knock Rockhold out.
You think so?
I do. I like Rockhold kind of, but I don't know. I like Bisping too. He grew on me. I used to hate him, and now I like Bisping. I like his podcast.
I think Rockhold's quite badass. Well, he used to be pretty badass. I don't know about now, but he's that left kick.
By Bisping though, I think Joel will fucking take his head off.
What's going on with Bisping's eye? I seen him have an interview today, and it looked fucking almost white.
Oh, it's been bad for. I think it was like 6-7 years ago he got it. He's been fighting with one eye for like 6 years, and people don't give him enough credit because he won the belt after all that shit. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, because he looks blind. That one of his eyes looks totally white. The fucking blue. Totally fucked.
From an eye poke. Yeah.
And what was the lineup for 222? Was it Cyborg? That's the fucking...
He's not fighting with one eye, dude. You can
see it's no, but I mean it's blurry in the end.
No,
it's not perfect.
He must be fighting with one eye, man, because you can't see his pupil.
No, dude, you could not fight with one eye. You would get knocked out every time.
Hear me? I used to walk around with one eye, mate. I had a cataract in one of my eyes, and it was I couldn't see. But it was the same. It was a traumatic cataract. It wasn't caused because I'm old. It was caused because of trauma to my eye. I got a scratch in my eye. So I could still see. I was doing a college I was doing fucking animation and shit in college with one eye, mate, on a fucking computer. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying like, if you're in combat sports fighting and you have one eye, you have no depth perception. You'll lose.
You still do have a certain sense. Your depth perception is off a little bit. Like when I was lighting cigarettes or putting toothpaste on my toothbrush, I was a bit like that. But you could still judge, Ken. You could still judge how far someone was away from you. Like if you've got to throw a punch, I mean, you can still tell how the arm's length away, sort of thing. But it didn't make you disabled.
It's just a major disadvantage.
It is a major disadvantage, but you're not disabled, man. You can still see and shit. You know what I mean, it's just a wee bit harder.
So when I was watching, I was at my brother-in-law's. He's having a kid too, so they were having a get together and having some drinks. But I saw quickly the IPS thing coming in. What was that about? Are you just kind of popped in, or it was hard to hear, so I was just kind of checking in.
I don't know if he was agreeing with me or fucking disagreeing with me, to be honest with me. He came in sort of screaming and shouting, and then I was like, right, cool. And he was like, well, it's good that you're intelligent enough to see that this is fake. And I was like, I never said it was fake. Well, aye.
Wow. Yeah.
But IPS, he kind of hangs around me, man. Like he appears now and again.
He's a character.
I find him quite interesting. You know what I mean?
He could be a good fucking radio guy. He could be a good host. He's got that kind of Connie want to make money off any idea that comes in his head, and then it comes off kind of bad when those ideas flop, and it makes it look like you're just. And then that whole fucking shit that went down with Scientology.
When it comes to like the esoteric and fucking the occult and all that shit, he seems pretty good. He seems pretty versed in all that shit.
Oh, he's smart. He's a smart dude. That's why he could be good if he didn't have the con shit in him.
Or that weird threatening.
What are you guys talking about?
The wonderful IPS. The great and...
Oh, God.
Yeah, no,
he cannot be good.
No, I'm saying he could be, if he was a normal person, he has the ability, like he's smart, he's read books and he knows how to talk, but he leans to, shilling and making money for himself and then hustling people, in my opinion.
And you've got to admire his drive. You know what I mean? The guy's got some fucking drive.
Oh, he's a good fundraiser.
Like he just goes on and on and on. Never stops. The guy just never stops.
Yeah, I don't know how people can listen to him and think he knows what he's talking about. Because when I was listening to him, I was just like, this guy. I could tell that he's just kind of. He knows buzzwords, Like he didn't.
Yeah.
I think if his audience was more well researched, they could see through his crap.
No, he definitely gets a lot of the new people coming in, and then they're like, "Oh, he talked to him," and then he wrenches them, and then they all fucking attack anyone that disagrees with him. So it comes like a whole clicky cult thing quick.
I don't know. I just see like the first day I saw him, I was just like, wow, this guy is just totally taking advantage of his audience to make money and
Super chat. Yeah.
Can you remember him standing in the mirror in his boxer shorts? He's falling like that. Who can remember that shit? He was like, "I'm not a girl. Look at my shoulders. Look at my waist. Look, look, look." And he had the wee semi. He'd obviously been playing with his balls. Like,
oh, where's IPS? Come back, IPS. Come back.
I gave himself a semi, playing with his balls before he went in the mirror.
I called into him and to talk to him about his fucking fundraising before, and then and he just went off on how I'm this evil guy not trusting him, and fucking I have his phone number. We could call him.
What's this shit with Dan Pratt, Tim Steer, and fucking what's the connection here, mate? I didn't get it.
I guess Dan has a brother that is friends with Patricia Steer's brother, is the accusations. I don't know if it's because they have the same last names or they actually are the same brothers and friends. But that's the connection they're making. And then with Dan getting all these new tools and shit, then he must have got it paid for by Patricia's brother because he's protecting them.
So where does all this come from? Where did they get?
Bob's and Brian's head.
Oh,
it could be true. I don't know. Maybe Dan Pratt's brother is friend with Patricia Steer brother because Dan used to live in Houston, and maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe they're all fucking with us for a documentary on people.
I think Johnny knows you ripped Bob's arse to pieces like the day. Johnny knew. He went quiet like for a while. And he sort of came back and he was like, "Yeah, I knew you destroying Bob. That's why I brought you in." It's like,
well, I know Johnny acted like my friend for an hour. Like, "Yeah, man, we're cool. And he's like, when Bob gets on, he's like, "Yeah, I just used Lanny to show how bad he was." And I'm like, "What the fuck, man? You're a real person." Like, Jesus Christ.
It was funny. You're like, "Hey, I've got a real job," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm disabled, man. I'm in a wheelchair." And it was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake." Is this the kind of people we're arguing with? We didn't see them, but they make you build a picture, right? They tell you they've got one leg, or they tell you they're in wheelchairs, and they've got these funny voices, and they never come on camera. So I end up creating my own wee picture of these people.
I know, yeah.
Like, you never see them, you just hear their voices, or kind of. So I invent people in my mind. I end up having big fat guys and big fucking, and I've got all these weird people in my mind, like like Rock Lover.
Too. I've always been a radio guy, so I'm like, what are they looking? They want to see. I'm like, that's what that fucking guy looks like. Wizard of Oz shit. Wizard of Oz.
It's sometimes disappointing. It's like, fuck, man. I thought you were like cool looking, and you're just a fat old guy. So it's weird how we judge people that way, though.
No, I know. And I try not to judge with the way they look, but it's just when you hide your face, but then you call other people out for their names and what they look like, but then you don't show your name or what you look like. It's such a fucking. I don't know. That's the biggest shill move to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you're getting popular, man. You're attracting attention. I seen they were on your chat the other night. They're a vet and Cigar Face, and they were all there, man. And I seen you commenting with Patricia Steer.
Yeah, it was nice. She actually left the comment. I guess she heard that died of pancreatic cancer, so she saw the video of my mom that passed of pancreatic cancer, so she left a comment saying, "Oh, that's really nice," and then she left another comment telling me how to do the hangout chats, and I guess after that she thought I was a nice person, but I've always backed away from that show because the Mark Sargent guy never piqued my interest.
Nah, he's just a nerd, just a nerd, man.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to get another beer and get a smoke. I don't know if it's up to you guys if you want to piss off or you can stay in. But I'm going to go for 5 minutes. The link's in the chat, guys. If anyone else wants to stay, I'll probably stay for
Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
25 minutes. Brian, Johnny, Bob, you're all welcome to come in. Glenn.
Johnny, come on, Johnny. I want to talk to you.
The link's there. Like, this is the thing, man. Everyone thinks I'm a shitbag, but the link's there. I'm willing to speak to anybody.
That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it.
And there's no spanners. And this is, did you not see what I done the other night there, Lanny, in your chat?
Yeah, you fucker.
I was just proving a point, man. I was just proving a point. As soon as you give spanners,
you're
man.
Right, you're right.
Like, fuck it. Right, anyway, I'll be back soon. I'm sure P can fucking entertain you with his diet.
Take it away, Pmars.
I want $400 to do.
How'd you do that?
Playing poker.
Oh, fuck that shit. I have a heart attack. I have money on the line. I don't like losing $20.
Yeah, I'm the same way, which makes it hard for me to be a poker player.
When you work for your money, it's like, I don't want to lose it on fucking just giving it to someone in a 10-minute game.
Yeah, on Martin Luther King Day, I made like $1,000 in a day. And then the next 3 weeks, I haven't been able to win shit. Like, I lost it all.
See, man, it'll get you, but you'll go down a rabbit hole of constantly chasing that dragon of a big win, and you'll fuck yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm pretty conservative. Like, I'm pretty risk adverse, I guess.
I guess if you got the money to do it, fine. But gambling can take people down a fucking crazy path.
I mean, I started with $200, and I've never put more money in. I just have taken thousands out, so I'm good. But
nice. No, that's good, man. I always wanted to sport bet on like UFC and shit, but I still won't do that.
I was sports betting for a while. Do you remember the YouTube guy Zachary K. Hubbard?
Yeah. I got the numbers and I know it's gonna be a fucking outcome. Yeah. Like fuck.
Yeah, I was like,
you believed it? Don't tell me you believed it.
Not really, but
sorry, I overmodulated.
I took his.
Did
I was
win?
betting with his
Did
advice. I won the first time and then I lost the second time.
Yeah, because it was a. Oh my god.
And I quit.
Good. Yeah, don't take Zachary K. Hubbard's advice on sports. He had I forget who he said was the Boston Bomber. Or no, that was someone else said Zachary K. Hubbard was the Boston. I don't know. There's fucking some crazy people out there. I think Caliber Hitting said Zachary K. Hubbard is actually Zachariah Makayev, whatever, from Boston. These rabbit holes go deep.
I used to listen to like this Patriot kind of like Alex Jones network called Oracle, and I used to remember back in the day. This was like 2009, 2010. I'd call in there and tell them sports were fake, and they'd all laugh at me and shit, dude. So then when I saw Zachary K. Hubbard, I'm like, oh sweet,
yeah,
he's speaking my language.
There's definitely refs that can fix shit. There's definitely players that can throw shit, but for the most part, guys have egos and they want to win for long.
Well, you'd think that, but the thing is, man, like the amount of money that is sports bet is astronomical. Like it dwarfs any of the money that the sports teams even make or pay their athletes. Like more money is gambled than in like all the people in the NFL earn.
Really?
So by far, like multiple times over. So like the amount of sports betting is just tons of it. So if there's just billions and billions of dollars on the line, but no one's going to leave that to chance. No one's going to
spread out between that's spread out between 100,000, 200,000 people, where the NFL is between like 500 people, or you know what I mean, or 1,000.
Well, yeah.
People. So it's.
But I'm just saying, like it's a huge. If there's a huge amount of money on the line, it's not going to be left up to chance. Like someone's going to figure out how to cheat the system and screw people. And I'm pretty sure. Like, I remember back, I used to be a big NFL fan, but like even some of the games, to me, they seemed scripted, like a WWE fit. Like, you know, like a wrestling match.
Yeah.
The one guy will come out and he'll be doing well, and there'll be a shift of momentum, and then the other guy will come in. You know, there's a little back and forth, and that's how these games work. Like I remember when I'd watch the NFL a lot, I'd watch like the first half of the game, the one team couldn't do shit, and everything the other team did was like correct. You know, one team everything's going right, the other team nothing goes right, and then it's like the second half, it's completely the obvious, and it comes down and it's a close game at the end, and it's just like it seems just like scripted drama to me. You know, like the other team. I remember like you'd watch this, you go into the second half and you'd be like, wow, the other team didn't even get a yard. Like they're not going to be able to do shit. I'd tell my friend, I'd be like, watch. They'll fumble the ball or throw an interception, or they'll make some key mistake to switch momentum, and the other team will get the momentum and they'll start coming back and they'll be close at the end. And that's what drives up ratings. Like, it's drama. People like to see a close. No, if the games were blowouts, they wouldn't be getting the ratings. So there's also a rating incentive, I think, to rig the shit. But I can't really prove it.
Yeah, I see that more of the refs maybe being tied into shit, but I don't know.
Yeah, the refs are.
I know refs have been busted in NBA and all that shit.
Yeah, the NBA is very like.
But I do
So
like
you-
it still. I do like it still.
I like it. I watch NBA because I think mainly because I play basketball. I don't really watch football anymore. I used to, even though I knew it was fake.
Go Raptors.
But there's a YouTube video called "The Greatest Tragedy in Sports," and it's about the Sacramento Kings playoffs versus the Lakers in like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And it is just egregious how bad the referees
Oh,
called.
yeah, I know. I remember that.
It's-
They wanted me for the Lakers went on. Yeah.
Yeah, the Kings were gonna beat the Lakers, but the refs basically handed the Lakers the series because like anytime someone just breathed on Shaq, they get a foul. So like the other team, all their players that were tall enough to guard Shaq got fouled out like every fucking game.
Yeah, and then the ratings are with the Lakers going on.
And there was one play where Kobe Bryant literally punched a dude, and they didn't get it. They didn't call shit.
Yeah.
And like, if anyone just like bumped into Kobe, it's an instant. Oh, it's just the calls were so one-sided.
Does that mean you were a Sacramento fan?
Nope. I wasn't really rooting for either. I didn't. I just watched this.
Oh, you just that video, yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
So I could have been. Maybe the video misled me by cherry picking stuff, but watching
No,
it,
it's
I was like,
yeah.
I mean, the one. There was an NBA ref that actually got in trouble for rigging games and betting on sports, and then he started to whistleblow and said, "Well, we were told to by the commissioner," and then the commissioner's like, "He's just saying that to save himself from trouble." I'm like, yeah, right, commish.
Yeah, they
Fucking
told me,
shitty
in trouble with
motherfucker.
them.
No, that's funny. Like when there's a whistleblower that's trying to tell the truth, they flip it all on him. Like, oh, he's got gambling problems and he'll say anything. You know, it's so funny how they can get out of being exposed by dodging stuff.
So Lanny,
Yes, sir.
what do you think of this star car, fucking space car? Have you seen it?
It looked ridiculous to me. I mean, I don't know if you guys like MGTV. I thought he makes some funny videos or good videos at times, but he I don't know if he's the originator, but he showed a good video where the car got released from the area that it was in, and then all of a sudden it showed the Earth in the background, and it looked really fake to me. But I don't know if it's possible. It looked fake to me though, on the appearance.
I've got to agree. It looked to me. I thought it was a joke at first. I thought, no way, that's an advert. And I seen bits of it on YouTube, and I thought, nah, that's not real. I thought it was to take the piss. I thought it was like fake news or something like that.
Yeah, it seems like they're fucking with it. Yeah, it seems like it's
Aye.
purposely fucking with people.
Then I really looked at it. I was like, fucking, is this serious?
Yeah.
Aye. They've got.
I showed the one video. CNN was there to film the rockets coming back down, and then they go, "Oh shit, we put our cameras in front of the building, so we can't get the shot right now." And it was like, "What?
That's
You
funny
can't move over
because
You can't move over and
NASA
film it?"
couldn't get the centerpiece.
Yeah,
They couldn't catch that either, so no one's seen that part landed.
That's when you start to question things. That's why it gets me questioning all the nonsense where people are like, "Why do you believe this? Why?" It's like, I don't know, because it looks like they're lying about a lot of stuff. So you keep questioning things.
Mm-hmm. It's always good to question it, man. It's always good. It doesn't mean that you're right, but it's good to question it, man. It is.
And
It's
that's why
healthy.
I don't
It's
like
healthy.
taking the huge stances or some people do, and then you get called a shill for not, going one way or the other. Being a fence walker.
Mm-hmm. So you're
Alan Watt, he says like if there's two groups and both are wanting you to join each group to run away from both of them because you're gonna get used.
Yeah.
I can see some good things for Lanny though. Good hangouts, man.
Yeah, I just try and be honest. I wish I did. Yeah, I was watching your run through, but I was at my buddy's house, so I couldn't. So I'm gonna go through later. Do you keep them up? That I can go
Aye.
back
I'll
after?
keep this up, man. I'll keep this up.
Okay, I know some people take them down, but then I can.
I
kinda
take
go
it
through
in some.
But I never find that option where it shows the quick or custom. I've refreshed. I've looked, but I have to walk through it again with what you're saying.
The quick or custom bit, you go to the quick. You must have been using it in the custom, then it asks for an encoder and all that shit. If you got to
It was
quit,
just telling me I had to set up an encoder. Even I was just trying to look where something said "click webcam" because I have a webcam plugged into the back of my computer, and I thought it would just say "click webcam, start streaming" the way it does on like an iPad or something. But it didn't do. Like I can come on Hangouts easy, but then it's like I was saying where you got to add just people you know kind of thing.
I would just look back on this, man. I done it like half an hour in or something, man. It's easy. It's like 4 steps. It's like 4 clicks, man, and you've got a Google Hangout running. P's good for showing you how to do that shit as well if you want to use the OBS, and P's quite good at all that stuff as well.
Yeah, it worked good with the OBS. That was just where I didn't know how to add anyone with the OBS option.
So where'd you get all the sound effects?
You know, I do music, so I just have a little thing plugged in. Actually, I don't have it plugged in right now, but yeah, it's a fun thing to play with. To make radio sounds.
That's pretty cool, man. I want one of them.
Yeah, they're just cheap. You just run it through GarageBand.
So, what do you work as, man? You say you're a truck driver or something?
Yeah, I'm driving the truck again. I was doing masonry work for a few years, and then I went back to truck driving because I did this job for like 15 years where I drove truck and you just roll off truck and you deliver construction equipment.
Yeah.
And then I got sick of it and did the masonry shit. But then this wintertime, you have to shovel snow. And I didn't want to do that this year after my mom's shit went down. I was like, all right, let me just get back to trucking and listening to podcasts, you know what I mean? Clearing my mind kind of thing.
So I take it that's how you managed to listen to so many podcasts. You're just sitting in your truck.
Yeah, 15 years of driving.
Aye.
And that's what's kind of good about driving jobs. Some people think it'd be boring, but if you like talk radio or podcast, it's great. Like it's like you're not even, you're just sitting there getting paid to drive around and listen to shit.
I'm the same, man. I do furniture removals, so I'm up and down the country kind of in a truck. Yeah. So I do the work, but then I'm sitting all of the time traveling, and it's pretty cool just traveling. It's a good job. I meet different people. I see different places. It's better than being stuck in an office and seeing the same
people
faces.
Saying, do you want to go in the office eventually and sit in a computer? Like,
fuck that. Fuck that.
I'm on the computer at night on YouTube, not during the day.
I think you should maybe give it a rest, Kim, when the baby's born, because it takes up too much time. This shit, man, it does. Oh, yeah. It starts affecting you find yourself going, fucking hell, I should be spending more time with the kids.
Exactly.
And I'm going to make a day going out with the kids in the morning to the park and stuff like that because I feel guilty sometimes sitting on this shit.
Oh, for sure.
So then you have to sort of make up for it.
You gotta wait till they go to bed, and then your wife's just doing her own thing, watching Netflix or something. And it's like, okay, I'll spend an hour or so doing this instead of watching stupid TV.
Well,
I've got UFC in the background right now.
That's how you justify it, yeah.
Exactly. I should be working out, playing guitar, learning drums, but no, I'm just sitting here.
That's how I justified it to my missus. I was like, if TV wasn't so shit, I wouldn't be on YouTube looking at this fucking rubbish. You know what I mean? I'm jealous you've got UFC, man.
Yeah, don't you have BT Sports there?
Well, that's what I was saying. My brother-in-law, he had BT Sports, and he gets 3 passwords, so you can use it on 3 different devices. And we got one from him, so we were getting free BT Sports. But it went up to £30 a month. So
no, for just BT Sports?
Yep, for just BT Sports. So he just cut it off.
That's like fucking $50 Canadian or whatever.
Aye. So he cut it off, which means I don't get it anymore. So
yeah, I guess so. Fuck.
I need to ask Pat. Maybe Pat will pay for it.
Yeah. No, I got one of those streaming things that I don't know. I don't have anything like that. But stuff like that works good, where you kind of have options to watch around the world.
Like a digibox. Is that a digibox? Like a black box?
Yeah, something like that. But they go to the flea market and they're like $100, and then you watch anything. It's really good.
Aye.
Best way to watch sports online is a thing called Ace Player, and then you go on Reddit and you find like the link. You go on Reddit and go like UFC stream link, and then you look up the Ace Player link, and you'll get HD free.
Yeah, I used to do that. That's the way I used to do it. Sometimes you'd get a link and it would be like fucking send you into who knows where. But
but with this Ace Player thing, it's solid. The Ace
like
Player,
they check it out. Yeah, okay.
It's like through a program, so you can't get like hacked or anything. But
can't be sniped or doxxed.
Is that where you watch your basketball and stuff, Pete?
Actually, I watch my basketball on a hacker site.
All right.
But I'm not worried about getting hacked because as long as you don't click on shit, you're fine.
Aye.
And if I did get hacked, I could fix it. But yeah, I watch all my. It's like anything you want to watch is on the internet. There's no reason to have TV if you have the internet, really.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, it's been good talking to you. It's been good talking to you too, Lanny. I hope to get on one of your hangouts sometime, man. So just set it up the way I showed you and just send me the link.
No, I will.
And I'll join you, man.
Awesome, thank you. Thanks for doing the fun,
and it was good talking to you again, P. Just don't be a dick to me all the time, man.
I'll shoot for like a third of the time or something.
Hey, cheers, guys. I'm going to hit the sack. It's coming up for 4 a.m. So that's me out. Thanks for coming, guys. You've been great.
Right on.
Cheers. See you later.
Cheers.
Well, guys, that was a nice wee stream with the lads. Hopefully next time we'll get more people coming in. Maybe Johnny, Brian, Glenn, all the shill accusers can maybe pop in. Give me their version of what's going on. And they can ask me straight up and I'll tell them. Anyway, guys, hope you have a good weekend and I'll see you all later. Cheers.